Hello everyone. Welcome back to Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent. I knew I'd forgotten something, and it was my fancy little Shodan background.
It was very spooky how it just
Yeah,
appeared.
I love Shodan. She's good. She's like meaner GLaDOS without any humor. Just mean all the way down. Shodan's great. Shodan also messes around with flesh monstrosities. Play System Shock 2. It's janky and fun. Hi, my name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. I will be your warden for this evening's finale to our Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent. Hopefully finale. Given the notes I have taken and the consequences of the actions, this should be the finale. But yeah, that is me. Around me and in various boxes is my lovely cast who will introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Lucas. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing Chaitan, the space marine who is on his last legs. So let's see if we can make it through this or blow up in style.
Hey there, I'm Michaela. I am playing Atlas, and I am your friendly little android who may or may not meet their demise by the end of this. We'll see how it goes.
I'm Brianna Jean playing Fiona. We are both she, her, and one of us is definitely going to die today. I've got 1 hit point left. I could just stub my toe or sneeze too hard.
I'm gonna erase my notes on this sneezing monster I had going on.
Oh no!
The sneezing monster.
Yeah, it's a sneezing robot.
I'm fine with her dying. It's a horror game.
It's a robot full of pollen.
Hi, I'm Xander. My pronouns are he, him, and I play the great Dr. Ash, who is going to be probably the only survivor.
Probably.
I can see it.
Probably. He's going to achieve everyone's dreams by making sure that they live to heal them up later. Because what is necromancy but just like healing, right? It's like a doctor thing.
Exactly.
The doctor of necromancy.
I like it.
Yeah, they're the chiropractors of clerics, you know?
Oh no!
Oh, that's so good.
I wasn't ready for that one. That was really
I've been sitting on that for a week.
Oh man,
For
that's
a week. Oh, so good.
Wally, how'd you get in here? All right, who is next? Oh, Wally's here.
Wally is next.
Yay.
Yeah.
I think we all went.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Not joining us, unfortunately, today is going to be Shannon, who is out doing good work and cannot join us this evening, but is here in spirit and has given me effectively the Cliff Notes version of what Basil will be up to. So we'll get to see that as we come to it. No issues
Basil
here.
will probably be the only other survivor.
I mean, considering the hyper competence of Basil and the roles that they have gotten so far, yeah, I believe it.
It's true.
So to set the scene back on, welcome back, everybody. Where you last left off, you had worked alongside Phaser, the rogue AI who was slowly taking over the Fathoms system and trying to muscle out Monarch. You eventually met a sort of separated AI who has, had his own kind of friendly thing going on, building a bunch of like pseudo flesh and having a nice little flesh farm. But you all didn't take too kindly to his secret wall of flesh, and you kind of dove scalpel first into it, and things just got pretty hairy from there. But you did end up siding with Phaser. Now Monarch is on the back foot and actually running away, as Phaser has purged Monarch from most of the systems in Fathoms, except for one. An unfortunately very threatening one, because Monarch has uploaded themselves into a threatening military vehicle called a spider tank, which is now trundling and destroying its way through most of the facility to get to you. So no, with that information, Phaser has basically let you know, hey, all the stuff I promised you for helping me, Ash, that's all in the submersible, in the and floor 6, engineering and support. If you can make your way to that submersible and you can, basically jet your way out of here and go back to your ship on topside and eventually escape this planet, hopefully. But given those instructions and finding that the entire station is starting to get a lot hotter. In fact, the temperature is very gradually rising, but you're starting to feel it now as you finish your decontamination. You are back on the other side of the decontamination chamber and have access to all of your weapons and tools.
And the stress
What are you
ball.
going to do? And the stress ball,
stress
the
ball.
all-important stress ball that will outlast all of you. What are you going to do?
Probably. What do pain pills do again?
That's a good question. Let me go ahead and pull up the equipment table. While I look that up, does anybody else have any questions?
I'm just putting on my equipment as fast as I can.
Oh yeah, you got it. You definitely hear some like, you know when like things are relatively threatening in like a space station. Well, this is underwater, but same difference. You just hear like a low thrum of an alarm, and every now and then the lights flicker, sort of reddish glow, just to remind you that things are, in a bad sort of state. Let's see. Pain pills immediately heal 1d10 points of damage and lower stress by 1. There is a danger of addiction or overdose if used frequently, like real pain pills. But since you're in a life or death situation, I'm not gonna be bummed if you suddenly take a few to not die when a sneeze robot pops up.
I'm taking some pain pills.
I'm taking some too.
I believe-
I've got.
How many do you each have?
I have 4.
I have
Okay.
3.
Okay, yeah. Everyone, pass around some water and take some quick sci-fi future pain pills.
How many could you take before it's gonna be a problem?
I will say if you take more than 3, you will basically face a disadvantage on your speed checks because
Okay.
you're gonna start to get a little sluggish.
All right, I'll just take the 3 then. That's what I get. And ride that line.
I'm gonna take
Oh,
2 and save the last one. So there was an 8 and a 3. Not terrible considering I had 1 hit
Alright.
point left.
I got an 8, a 1, and a
That's
1,
better.
so I got 10 back, baby.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
I'm now at 12.
So I got.
There we go.
Oh, and I have
8
2
and a
less
7.
stress.
Yeah, and for those of you wondering, how do androids take pain pills? They have components that would break down enzymes and such the same way, because androids can feel pain. I believe I prefaced that when I talked about the giant pile of androids that were crushed together. They are in
Okay.
immense pain. Every android you've seen has felt pain at some point.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Especially at our creation, apparently.
Yeah, Basil is loading up everything, takes out some of that plastic explosive that they had from like a previous little like looting situation, and hands it to you, Chayton,
Okay.
just in case you need it.
So we're gonna have a lot of people, or I guess a dangerous machine on our ass pretty soon. Does everyone have explosives or something good to shoot?
I mean,
I've got a flare gun.
Basil holds up
And a rigging gun.
revolver. Yeah, Basil holds up a revolver. Rigging gun, it's very good too.
mhm. I don't know. My rigging gun didn't work so well last time, but I'll do
Yeah.
my best.
Okay.
I just got 2 eyes and a scalpel. I mean, we can Home Alone this.
All right. Speaking of Home Alone, like on Home Alone 45, I have an extra frag grenade. If anyone wants it.
Yeah, just be careful where you're throwing those things, okay?
They really lost the thread after Home Alone 40.
They really did.
It's in space now.
Yeah. Yeah. So from decontamination,
Home Alone 10,
you
Home
can
Alone in
head-
space.
you could head in a couple of directions. I will say, for the purposes of this session, unless you need to go to a specific room on your way out, which I believe one of you might have a reason to do that, I have counted out the amount of rooms that, based on the directions and travel you've done in Fathoms, is around 13 or so rooms. So we won't be going through descriptions of every single room like we did before. It'll be more so like, hey, you arrive in this room, brief description of where you're at, event that happens in that room.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, you're all suited up, ready to go. Everything's ready. You do hear a loud crunch off in the distance, like some sort of metal grating on metal. Maybe like the sound of like something sizzling or bubbling, and then a sort of staccato crunch of very heavy metal pressing on other metal, and it's getting closer. It's coming from, thankfully, the opposite side of where you want to go. So that at least is a small relief, but definitely not an ideal one.
All right,
So,
how do we
like
feel
that
about getting
sound.
right to the submarine from here?
Atlas
can-
kind of
Maybe
There-
make it a stop.
a pit stop.
Yeah, just a couple nearby rooms. Poke our head in, see if there's anything, and then run.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's gonna be fast,
Like I said, poke your head in, see if there's anything, and then run.
okay.
all right.
So, what rooms do we have nearby?
All right, so you the rooms that are going to be relevant to you all, or at least to you, Fiona, is going to be the freezer. It's a room where people are kept in cold storage.
Yeah.
But you can also take that room through the 0G gym down into the furnaces and then back towards the meeting room. So you could arrive the same direction. It would just be take one more room. So it'd be 14 encounters instead of 13.
Yeah, Fiona's gonna be like, let's cut through here.
All right.
Okay. Does it look safe?
Yeah, you poke your head in. It's a fairly cramped space with like a bunch of tubes. There's basically it's a crypod bay. They're jury-rigged with a bunch of cabling that's sprouting from the ceiling like vines. There's 10 of them that are all like spaced out as best they can in this very cluttered room. And I'd say a good like 50% of them are filled with somebody at this point.
We should let them all
And,
out. Monarch's probably searching just for organics. We're the only ones here. Let all these ones out when we run.
We'd have to thaw them out somehow, wouldn't we?
There's buttons for that.
Yeah, there's little like
Good point.
there's little buttons that like release the cryopod.
I just start slapping those buttons. I'm scared right
Oh
now.
no.
All right, sure.
Dude.
Roll me, each of you roll me a d10.
2.
Also, do I see anybody that looks familiar?
Yeah, you see somebody that looks familiar. They're in pod number 7.
Cool. I actually also rolled a 7.
Oh,
rolled a
perfect.
10.
Look at that.
That's
I'm a genius.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so those of you besides Fiona, you let out somebody that appears to be in a facility, kind of like lab coat uniform. She looks very dazed and confused. She's talking about like being late to a birthday party. You also let out a hacker. You can tell because of their cool hacker glasses. You could see that they were like, whatever they were doing, they were like mid-jacked into the situation. So when they wake up, they were like, I'm ready for my ultimate battle with Monarch. Oh God, where am I? And then let's see, what were the numbers? 6, 10, 7, and what else?
2.
2. You find a security officer from what appears to be Nostrodamus Corp. Has also been sealed inside. They awaken and remember being captured by something. And I'm not going to go with really names. I'm just going to go with their title because, you know, we're in a little bit of a rush. There's a monster tank after you. And then finally, Fiona, you open up yours. And there is a very... In comparison to the person who gave you this job, this guy is like his muscular brother. If you imagine the rock and the pebble from Monster Factory, that's the equivalent like setup of like, oh, okay, this guy's jacked. The guy who gave you this job, not so much. He's got a bunch of tattoos that clearly denote him as part of some sort of criminal organization. And his eyes flicker open and he looks over at you and he goes, you better give me a good reason why I don't have any weapons. I will hurt you though.
Don't know how you ended up here, but your brother sent me to help you, so let's go.
Oh, well, this is a nice change. What's going on?
Explain as we go.
Okay, so you have 4 people with you. You have the dazed staff member. You have the troubleshooter, who was basically security for Nostrodamus Corp. You have the hacker with his cool hacker glasses, and you have the criminal enforcer, which is apparently very important to Fiona.
All right. Monarch's pissed and inside a tank. Rogue AI in the system. We're getting the hell out of here.
Yeah,
the
hacker,
hacker
it's your time
pipes
to
up.
shine.
Yeah, basically that.
The hacker pipes up. Oh man, looks so good. My ultimate battle's coming closer than I thought. And he slides
happening,
on
like, right now.
He puts on a different pair of hacker glasses that have like big like X's on them instead of like the little like matrix lines. And then like
Man, it's like Home Alone 39.
yeah, and like taps
I
the
know,
side
right?
of his
It's
head.
creepy.
Hey, like taps the side of his head and his mohawk changes colors from like a green to a red. Yeah, so you and your 4 new defrosted NPCs run outside. I need a D10 roll, please.
Atlas goes, nice mods, hacker.
3.
Hacker goes, my screen name is Ultimax. What's that? And then you turn around and over running down the hallway is it looks like Ash. It looks like Ash with like incomplete robot legs. So it's like the top half of Ash.
Oh shit!
Metal.
And it's like running. The Ash with robo legs is running towards you all and is like holding something in its hands, and it's just running real fast.
I shoot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me combat, please.
Just trying to live up to my marine ways.
I wouldn't hesitate, brother.
Can we tell what's in his hands?
Yeah, sure. Give me a quick intellect roll.
I got 67 out of 72.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
I got 82 out of 38.
Oh, you can't tell. It looks like a birthday present.
You know what? No, just keep running. Come on. We're getting
I
you out of here.
got
She's
27
me know how
points
much
of damage.
Oh yeah, no, you and with a muzzle flash and a staccato ring of bullets, the half robot-ish Ash is basically like the bottom half is separated from the top half, which is obviously still android. And you see in its hands is what appears to be an improvised explosive device, which it lands just shy of actually doing any impact to you all and explodes with that half of Ash alongside of it. So yeah, this was just a fake Ash with a bomb strapped to it running towards you. But you got him.
Oh, well.
I picture
good
Fiona's
work,
like
Jaden.
dragging her new friend along and kind of looks like a little kid trying to drag their parents around like a toy store or something.
Ash, go ahead and give me a quick fear save.
Oh no.
Just from watching yourself get exploded.
Yeah, sure thing.
Just a
Fear
little
save.
explosion as a treat.
Is it advantage or disadvantage, or is it just normal?
I think there are androids near you, so it would be disadvantage.
Alrighty. So.
Oh, not great. But not a critical failure. I mean, it's a little unnerving how much it sounds like exactly your death rattle. So you go ahead and take 2 stress.
Questions about how you know what that sounds like, but
Okay, I'm at 14 stress.
doctor.
I don't know if that does anything, but I'm at 14 stress now.
No, I'll let you know if it does anything. It's gonna
Same
play a
days.
role in panic if that happens. You continue downward down the halls, basically moving your way through this place. It's getting hotter and hotter, and you realize, and this is mechanically speaking, any body save you're going to be making while trying to escape is going to be at disadvantage because the heat is making physical exertion difficult. You continue running downward, and you just barely at the edge of your vision as you're running down this hallway glints almost like a serpentine head. It looks like one of the android heads like all the other ones, but instead of a mouth, it just has this tube of like molten metal that sticks out of the side of it, or the front of it, and is just like arcing its way through the hallway and like opening it up into its like outer guts so that some sort of large machine can begin to fit through. And then the kind of serpentine head with a little metal like heated lance turns towards you all, but you're already down the hallway and through a door. I need a D10 roll, please.
just nope.
3.
3. 3 again, huh?
Oh no.
Another bomb.
This time you see Chayton hanging from the ceiling is 2 of your torsos with explosives on them. And they, I need everybody to roll me a speed check to avoid the explosive Chaytons.
Oh.
Oh no.
This is why I wish I had the robot legs. And you said body check, so this speed isn't a disadvantage, right?
Speed
Okay,
is not a
good.
disadvantage. Body is a save. I'll let you know when you
Oh,
can deal with
shit.
those.
Okay.
I finally passed a roll, guys.
0, 0, 1.
Nice.
I passed the roll, guys.
16 and my target was 44. So
Yeah, you're good.
God.
I'm
25?
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm trying not to die here.
So it's like an arcade game at this point. You just see a bunch of U's, but they look like fresh U. They don't look like mummified U from all the damage. So you just like really quickly go, oh no, and just like really quickly pop the both of them. So instead of like throwing the actual explosives, they just stick to their hands and then they explode. And the ceiling crumples a little bit, but you do manage to run through the room.
I've had this nightmare before. You won't catch me.
All right, you're into the next room. Somebody roll me a d10, please.
Fiona's just saying, like, gotta get this guy back, gotta get this guy back. Even if I die, we need to get this guy back. I won't remember, but...
You rolled me a d10.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
so
that
at this,
reaction.
yeah, at this point, you have run into...
The Minotaur.
So yeah, you've made it past the furnaces,
no.
and you
yet.
actually arrived back at the meeting room that you were in before. And inside the meeting room, waiting for you, is Atlas, sort of. It's Atlas with no, like, the feet have kind of been worn away into like ragged stumps, and Atlas is now flying with like these like sort of hovering hummingbird wings. And Atlas looks pretty ragged. Their hands have been replaced almost entirely by these like metal like sort of tubes, and you can see that there's a tank of some sort of like liquid attached to this like completed Atlas's back, and it turns to face you and just kind of gives a high-pitched mechanical warble, just like. And I need everybody to roll me speed checks because this is combat. The longer you're in this round, the more likely Monarch. Sorry, the longer you're in this combat, the more likely Monarch can catch up to you.
My luck's gonna run out soon. I passed this one.
I was a 90.
I didn't.
I did not pass.
Uh-oh.
I got a 2.
2. All right. So I think everybody but Ash failed the speed check. So Ash, you get to go first in combat. What are you gonna do? Get 2 actions.
I didn't fail as
Chayton,
well.
I think, also passed.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Chayton, you are also good to go. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do my soldier thing and shoot. I don't know what you're doing, Ash.
Well, you do get 2 actions, so think of something else that you want to do.
Yeah, I will. Let's see. It's flying. Is there like anything that's like kind of hanging from the ceiling? Maybe like there's like lights that I could maybe shoot and like hit down onto it.
Oh yeah, there's like those horrible like corporate fluorescent lights in here.
All right,
You're in a meeting room after all.
I'm gonna kind of like roll not too far away from it to get like a better shot, and then fire at those lights.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me combat for that.
And how is fake Atlas floating exactly?
Fake Atlas has like
working.
These like rapidly rotating hummingbird wings.
Oh, okay. I thought they had like jet propulsion in their legs.
No, their feet have just been worn away from disuse.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay,
I never
and you
was
said
a
they
bright
have like
person.
a cannon.
Yeah, they have like instead of hands, they have like 2 like metal tubes that are attached to a tank on their back.
Like,
Okay.
Fiona's just like
So
standing
my-
like arms out in front, trying to protect her new friend, even though he's bigger than her.
Oh yeah, of course.
So-
Go
there
ahead.
are holes in those arms and guns, right? That I could like possibly
Yeah,
plug.
you could you could do something like that. Yeah.
With what?
All right. So
That's the question.
I'm gonna take my 2 robot eyes that I got from my good dear pal Leon.
Oh man.
He's dead on the first floor, and Ash is going to. This is the only time you'll see Ash truly run outside of the last, few moments, because Ash doesn't run. Ash is a doc. Doctors don't run.
Mhm.
Except my speed is actually really good. So I'm gonna run over as close as I can to where like I can feel confident that if I threw these 2 eyes, I can try to plug the holes in their arm guns.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's gonna be
This is
So
what I
these
have to
eyes-
deal with.
Yeah. So that's gonna be an intellect. Actually, it's reflexes, so it's probably
It's an
gonna
Ash is
be
a doctor.
a speed. You know what? You can
Does no
choose
body
whether you
stuff.
want to do
I'll do
intellect
a
or
speed.
speed.
I
Okay,
feel
go ahead.
like I feel like it'll be a speed, get up close, accuracy throw.
Yeah. I'm gonna say nobody is gonna see this coming, so you definitely do have a fair
Leon
shot.
does.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, see, like there's the glass that's going to be shot. Like there's stuff going on. Let's see if I do this.
Okay.
12, and my target was 44.
Oh yeah. So
Nice.
so two things happen
Almost
at the same
right.
time. You run up and just like with each eye on each hand, jump into the air, probably further than you've jumped in your entire life, and it's physically exerting for your body. And you shove two mechanical
80-year-old man.
Yeah, biological eyeballs into each of these tubes, while a light is like collapsed down onto this version of Atlas, and like there's immediately like a bunch of shock and electricity, and Atlas whirs around to basically like fire off whatever's coming from this tank, and immediately finds that it is like clogged. So I'm gonna roll combat with disadvantage.
Does it backfire?
You gotta get
We're
rid of
about
my
to find
two
out.
eyes now.
Okay, and
God.
because of disadvantage, it was a 93 instead of a 15. So, yeah, you see this version of Atlas with like the hollowed out like husk eyes and like the feet that have been worn away into like tattered bits, and the little hummingbird wings and the tube and the tank and everything. Turns around and aims these like basically like pipette type situations at you, Ash, and they start to like whir and hiss as pressure
Hands
begins to
go
build.
up.
Yeah, and it just like there's just an explosion, and then like from each of the hands, and then dripping from each of the hands is some sort of like strange foam that starts to that starts to sizzle as you hit the ground, as it hits the ground. But this has
Sizzle.
dazed and confused this version of Atlas. So the other two party members, what would you like to do?
Can we just keep running?
Yeah, you can just go. You can use both your actions to run.
Fiona's gonna just like, okay, let's go. Just need to get out. Come on, friend. Come on.
All right. You can see that the hacker is looking at Atlas and fake Atlas with some fascination, and goes, "I don't have time to ask questions about this, but this is weird," and runs out after you.
And I go,
I love this
"Everything here is
radical
weird."
hacker. I love her.
I made you a
hacker
roll
voice.
to see who was in the tubes, and it ended up being comedic gold, I guess. Yeah. So you both keep on running. The Atlas robot is still like, still floating and moving, but it's not like able to hurt you all anymore. So instead, it like flies into a vent and disappears.
Okay.
All
All right,
And since
so-
you only took one combat round dealing with the Atlas robot, it does not count as a failure. Roll your next d10.
Who wants to do it this time?
I'll do it.
Send us to our
Nice.
dooms.
Let's go.
It's an 8.
That's an 8.
a
Ooh,
good
that's
number.
fun. So as you leave the meeting room and head into the landing area where you were able to go into that like large industrial section, you can see the entire landing area has just been crisscrossed with a bunch of titanium cables that were spun by something. You're not sure what. In any case, they basically bar off most of the forward progression unless you start crawling through them. I need body saves from everybody.
Oh no, and that's
Oh,
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yep, because all of these titanium cables are now starting to heat up.
Oh.
Oh.
How would that affect an
41.
android?
I mean, the same way that if you leave your
Oh
iPhone out in the
no!
sun.
No!
42.
Oh
What happened?
Oh, that's perfect.
no! Got a 99.
Oh, the
no.
most crit failure.
Just
and-
keep my new friend alive. It's fine.
You're not good. You just took some pain pills. Why would you die?
you
Because
got, like,
I'm
13
very
full health.
swishy. I've got 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
12 full
oh,
health. That's even better. That's a
Yeah,
luckier
that's-
number.
That's okay. That is fine. All right. Am I missing any rolls?
I failed. Yeah.
I failed.
Oh, okay.
I failed. as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
So, so that was everybody.
Yo.
If that had
Okay.
been
My first one was
disadvantage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, my first one was real good.
let me mark up the Monarch is getting closer counter. You hear a slice and a sizzle as you mark down your first failure towards Monarch encounter. And you're basically just held up in these metal cables and you're pushing your way through. And you think you turn around and see the staffer who's like, I'm gonna be late to the birthday. And just as she says that, you can see that there is something that crawls over her head. That is definitely not a nice thing. It appears to have the same android head as a lot of the Monarch androids, but it has a bunch of spider legs. It looks as if you just put a robot head and gave it spider legs, kind of like the spider
toy
thing.
in Toy Story 1.
Yeah, like the baby doll toy in Toy Story 1, or the clay animatronic head in The Thing, has just crawled over this lady, and you can see she like screams and like pushes it off, and it flies directly at Fiona's face.
She
Fiona,
screams.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fiona,
God.
you take. How much health do you have?
12.
Okay, you take 13 points of damage.
Bye, guys.
Oh my god.
Done in by the spider.
Yeah, so there's a scream
I was doing
as
so well.
Fiona, you suddenly have a metal android head and legs just really ripping into you. You didn't really stand a chance once it made direct contact.
Somebody save the stress ball.
Yeah, you throw the stress ball. Who catches the stress ball as you throw it in your last act of defiance?
Atlas does not, because Atlas is gonna run past.
It's got to be the doctor,
Fiona.
right? The doctor's the one who would pay attention to that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no. Like I was planning on being like, no one's left behind whenever Fiona falls, like pick her for body and like, you know, save her, and I'll be like, all right, we saved the stress ball.
You did it.
Nice.
We did it.
Is the spider
Save
look
the
like
city.
it's busy?
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty busy.
I just keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the
so
stress
I'm
ball's
gonna-
being tossed, or
I'm gonna
Actually,
go towards it
what
before
if Fiona just passes the stress ball to her new friend?
Oh yeah. So here's the thing, because I want you to be able to participate narratively in this game. You can now play
These are our
as
new characters.
yeah. That's your new character is the criminal enforcer.
Nice.
So,
I guess he just sees that there's something in her pocket and just like
Yeah, no, he-
grabs all the stuff out of her pockets and keeps
he
going.
takes it and gives like a really awkward thanks, I think, and then keeps running to follow because clearly this is the best chance of escape. Let's see. So I'm gonna give you. This guy has the stats of, let's say, a captain. So here's how he's gonna work. I'm gonna post on the Roll20. Oh, that's not gonna read clean. I'm gonna post on the Discord what you can do. Basically, your combat roll is 30 if you need to roll combat. Your instinct, which is catch-all for literally every other stat that I ask you to roll, is going to be 40. And you can get hit in combat a total of 3 times before dying. It doesn't matter how much
Cool.
damage you take unless it's like a stupid huge amount of damage. I'll let you know. But yeah, you basically have 3 lives. And what is the name of the guy that you're here to retrieve?
His name is Greg.
Okay, so this is Greg. So Greg has 3 hits, combat score of 30. So for any weapon you hand him. So did Fiona have any weapons on her?
She had a flare gun, a rigging gun, a vibra and a bunch of other stuff. So imagine
Okay.
he just
He takes the
Stops
rigging
to-
gun. Yeah, he takes the rigging gun and the vibra and just like rips through and keeps going. And your instinct is for every other stat. So if I ask for any roll that I have that isn't combat, you just roll and try to go under 40.
If I may, real quick before we go, Atlas
Yeah.
walks over to this not spider, and is like, "You are not a known species nor subspecies."
Uh,
And
the
wants to like just kind of punt the spider.
Sick.
like chuck it into the sky or chuck it into the mechanical webbing and it disappears.
just gotta give it a smack down while it's eating your friend's face.
And also you have piloting, vehicle specialization, so that this adds 10%, and then command specialization.
Cool.
So if you do anything involving piloting, moving a vehicle around, or learning about vehicles, or giving orders, you get a plus 10% to any rolls with that.
Cool.
And I went ahead and posted it on the Roll20 for you.
Awesome.
And this is your new character while Fiona lays in a crumpled heap underneath a metal spider that has been chucked into the middle distance.
And I just
And
look
while
back at the group
she-
and
And while Fiona wakes up on the ship, was like, wait, where did everyone go?
Oh, Fiona, I'll get to what happens when you wake up on the ship in just a minute. Next room, everyone roll me a d10, please. Or somebody roll me a d10, not everybody.
I'm not gonna roll a d10 again. That didn't roll.
See, I've rolled one. Rihanna's rolled one.
I rolled one. Okay, so I'll just roll again.
Go back
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
It's going
4.
great. 4. All right, that's a fun one. Well, they're all fun for me. They're not so much fun for you. So you enter into one of the larger industrial spaces that you were in before, but you can see a lot of stuff has been tossed around and broken. I believe this room was... just flipping through my notes. Oh, okay, this was like that tunnel room that you kind of like navigated your way through. So it's an industrial space. It's very big, but you're like kind of confined to these metal tunnels. And you make a right turn and hard right, and you find yourself facing directly with the tunnel itself is made of the same metal that you're used to when you're walking around the fathoms. But sticking out of just about every surface is like maybe half to a third of an android's face and an android's left arm. And there's just dozens of them kind of clawing in this hallway as like you find yourself having to push your way through these.
What the hell?
Well.
Fuck, I didn't want to use it here, but
Save us! Save us! Save us!
I'm saving myself. Sorry.
I could toss I have one EMP grenade left. I was gonna save it for the tank, but I could toss it in here and make this easy.
Oh, everyone give me fear saves, by the way.
I guess we'll see how I do with this save.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at disadvantage too since we're in the presence of an android, right?
Yeah, there's so many androids in this
yeah.
hallway.
Oh,
All right,
quick fail.
all right.
Oh, that's not great. Those of you who crit fail,
I
gain
got 38. I passed.
gain 3
55
stress.
Ooh.
And those who regular fail just gain 1 stress. Here's how this works. Chayton, since you crit failed, what would your complication? What would you like your complication to be?
I think
What
I
would you
would.
pick?
I think I would use like the resource I'm trying to save for the tank. I think
Okay.
I'd waste it right here. The
Okay,
EMP
so
grenade.
yeah, while you're trying to decide, like, is this the best place for an EMP grenade? It just slips out of your hand and immediately detonates, thereby nullifying the threat of this room. So you're able to pass through unimpeded, but you do lose out on your grenade.
Love you,
Can
grenade.
I hit
Effective as well.
Atlas too?
Yeah, if it was right by me.
Oh yes, Atlas, go ahead and give me a body save. I'll do one for Basil as well.
Oh, thank goodness. 29 out of 40.
All right. Oh. Oh shit. Oh well, that's with disadvantage. So Basil, for the first time in a long time, just starts to go on the fritz a little bit. Thankfully, the hacker runs up and does some quick diagnostic work and gets Basil back in shipshape. That was the hacker's action for this chase sequence.
Nice.
The hacker will get one other. Every single NPC basically has 2 things that they will be able to do to assist you.
Mhm.
The hacker just used one, which was save an android from a failure.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a good thing we rescued
Very
that
cool.
one, even if they're a little weird.
Yeah, each of your little NPC buddies are both an extra life for this chase sequence, and somebody who can like hopefully like get you out of a jam. All right, next D10 roll, please.
Alright. 2.
2. All right, this one a lot less scary, just in terms of everything. You make your way out of the tunnels and end up back in basically that big room full of like tubing and like AC unit piping, and you see that there's a big swarm of androids that are just wandering around aimlessly in this room. They're blocking the exit, not out of malice, more so out of confusion. You hear a couple of them whispering, I don't hear Monarch anymore. Where's Monarch? Where's Monarch? I don't hear him. I don't hear them. Where are they? And I need all of you to roll me a strength check as you try to... Well, actually, you can do something other than a strength check if you want to justify it, but strength check to try to muscle your way past these androids.
Greg, just say, Monarch's back that way, pointing the direction the angry robot noises are coming from.
Oh, cool. That's going to be not a check per se. Go ahead and roll me instinct just to see how well this works.
Could I use my athletics to help me push through this?
Yeah, of course.
I rolled 23. Google Dice Rollers likes me.
Yeah, that's under 40, so you're good.
I got an 11, so that's a crit success, right?
Yes, it is. So you
Nice.
push your way through enough that Ash, who normally would have been trapped underneath various androids, you managed to clear enough of a way that Ash is able to move through unimpeded. And a good chunk of the androids peel away to go down the tube that you just came out of.
Yeah, good.
All right.
I got a crit failure, then a crit success. I'm scared of my next roll.
All right, so down to room number 7. We're halfway through. Somebody roll me a d10, please.
I'll roll it this time.
Mm.
A 7.
7. Huh. So you see, kind of like as you exit that condensation room and end up in this like big cylindrical chamber, you see what appears to be the remains of a birthday party. It was kind of impromptu. It was very clearly something that was not meant to be done here. This is an important room that serves a purpose, but it was done here kind of last second. And you can see a flickering hologram of a woman standing in front of her birthday cake, pretending to blow out the candles. The birthday cake has seen better days, as it's, kind of been rotting over the course of like decades. So it's kind of like this green mush.
Wait, is
with
it
a
the
singular
same
candle?
the same woman who's with
Gross.
us? Is this the birthday party she was missing?
Yes. She looks around and goes, "Oh, I really missed it, huh?"
Oh.
So we
and-
missed a lot.
HBD.
Yeah, I need everyone, because this is a Ghost in the Machine, to give me, actually, let me turn around and find that stuff real quick. Okay, so it turns around and kind of faces you all, and with a sort of flickering, like, tinny voice just goes, Are you here for my birthday? Did you bring me something? I know it's not company policy to celebrate joy, but I wanted to do a birthday. It would have been fun.
Yeah.
Sure, it's
I
on
brought
its
you
way.
this can of spray paint for art.
I thought I wasn't allowed to make art. That was one of the new company dictates.
Rules change, you know? You didn't see the email.
Don't worry,
Oh.
I got this stun baton to destroy the arts.
It's a vicious cycle in the corporate world.
Oh. And you see that this brief moment where it looks like she's going to lash out and kind of hit you with that weird brain scramble thing that Basil was hit with once. And you see the researcher pop up and go, "No, this is really their present. I know it feels last second, but we got to take advantage of all the joy we can find here. Birthdays are important." And she uses her little action to get you out of this jam.
Yay, friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the researcher hands the presents over to the ghost, who can't actually touch them, but just kind of pretends to grab them and sort of dissipates. And the researcher gets a really sad look, or the staff member gets a really sad look in her eyes and runs off with you all.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
HBD.
Ash runs off.
We definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Up
is too
next,
emotional.
Ash, roll a d10.
I rolled last time.
Yeah, you're gonna roll again.
Oh,
You ran
no.
off first.
Oh no! What have I done? A 6.
Not the consequences to your actions.
Oh no, the consequences to my actions. I thought
alright.
I thought we passed that orc with the wall.
No. This is a new wall. New problems. New wall, new problems. You enter into a much larger space now, all of you. This is actually the assembly and disassembly floor. You were able to explore some of it beforehand, but you can see a lot of it is in disarray, as clearly some sort of mechanical contraption either ripped its way through here or was recently engaged in some sort of guerrilla warfare. There's at least half a dozen ripped apart androids, and then maybe another half a dozen ripped apart chunks of machinery. The factory floors are still moving and jutting around and everything, but they're not really as effective as they were when everything kind of started off. And almost right away, you realize that the only way through is to actually go through the factory portion, because the main way through is closed off. So you'll have to go through the actual assembly line.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
See.
I think Greg's just gonna keep running with everyone else because
keep
Actually,
your arms and legs.
he
and,
does- Greg is gonna hang back. Greg has no idea where he's going.
All right, so there's a flicker as you kind of enter into the area of this factory that is the assembly line, and you see various, like, almost hologram eyes appear all over a bunch of the machinery and just start to make a horrible, like, kind of mechanized whirring sound. I need everybody to roll me a sanity save.
Nope.
29.
26.
25. Target was 40.
Sanity's low.
Mm-hmm.
I failed.
Yeah, that's a failure for me too.
How many failures do we have?
2.
Two failures. Okay. You hear a sort of like crunch and kind of noise of like something being burned away, metal being melted as Monarch appears to be getting closer as these like whirring hologram eyeballs slow you down to the point where that a hacker actually has to goes over to jack in, but he got affected by it too, so he's not able to use his action this time. But yeah, you managed to make it through the first leg of the assembly line. Up next, roll me a d10.
I'll do this one. Let's see. I got a 3.
3. There's a copy of the hacker. Only this time that the hacker is holding what appears to be like a big it's like a big block of what appears to be plastic explosive, with the words "pow" and "bang" kind of like spray painted onto it, and is running towards you all going very tubular and just like high speed running towards everybody.
No,
Not today,
he got a hold of
hacker
the spray
man.
paint.
What are you using?
What are you gonna? That's combat, right?
I mean, I'll shoot, but what were you gonna do, Atlas?
Oh, I was just like, oh no, he got a hold of the spray paint.
Oh.
He might need to destroy some art.
Okay, I'll just shoot.
You have to destroy this art before the corporate sees.
So that was a success. 63 out of 75.
Oh man, look at the Marines shooting things. I'd love to see
Finally,
it.
this is my one thing I excel at.
Very redeemable. Very good.
25 points of damage.
25. Yeah, you rip through the explosive faux hacker, who the real hacker does a quick salute to, before kind of like running past him, and that hacker with like the plastic explosive just like crumples to the ground, and you keep heading down the assembly line where you see various machine parts are trying to slam together bits of androids, and it's just not working. Everything is like not working the way it's supposed to. Most of the systems are not functioning correctly because Phaser is literally just like running amok and trying to like recalibrate every single system at the same time. All right, that is a
Be
success.
easier if you went through it methodically, but I'm not about to give the AI pointers as long as it's distracted. It's fine.
Yeah, there's
Even
a lot
if you
going
gave
on.
Phaser pointers, Phaser would just take those pointers and then mix them up.
Yeah. A D10, please.
Good point.
What'd you 5?
5.
All right, with a 5, you enter into a room where normally these skeletons would be kind of treated and pressurized with like extreme heat. So this room is very, very hot. I need a body save from everybody.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I critically failed.
Oh
This
no!
is gonna go all sorts of bad.
I got a 99 again.
Oh!
Oh no!
All
Why
right.
do I never roll this high when I'm playing a game where I want to roll high?
I also failed with a 69.
Oh, man. That's the third failure.
I'm
Ian
sorry.
cackles.
This is amazing. Yeah, no, it turns out when you do chase mechanics, if you just have a ton of rooms, the odds of horrible things happening increases exponentially. Yeah, so a couple things happen at the same time. As you enter into this room, you see a flicker of recognition, activate over the Nostrodamus Corp officer that was running alongside all of you. They immediately turn around and slam Chayton into the heated metal wall. And Chayton, instead of taking the normal 1d10 damage, you take 3d10 damage. As all of you begin to realize now that this Nostrodamus officer is probably an infiltrator android who is still loyal to Monarch.
You bitch!
Greg has no idea what's going on.
It's my security job. Now I'm going to make sure that you're very secure.
Greg died. If Greg dies, it's because he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, everybody else who failed takes a d10 of damage from the very heated metal surface. And you hear a trundling and a metal shearing sound as that same serpentine head with the thermal lance sticking out of it pokes its head into the actual space, and you can see behind it what this spider tank situation actually is. It appears to be very obviously military grade. It's a squat body shaped like a flat disc about the size of a Volkswagen Bug. It has 8 large hydraulic legs that are crushing their way through the assembly line. On its back are 2 mounted heavy machine guns and a single micro rocket launcher. You can see that from its front, where its face would be, is an extended appendage of segmented metal spine, what would be used inside of an android, but way longer than a regular android spine that ends on this sort of android face with a thermal lance at the end that is melting its way through pieces of metal. And then sticking out of the back of it, because it is a spider tank, you can see that as it's destroying chunks of the factory to move around and get towards you, it is shooting out liquefied titanium foam that is sealing up a good number of the cracks that it leaves behind. And this is Monarch.
So what is the damage I take?
You take 3d10, which is 8, 6, and 4. That is 20 points of damage, right?
I'm at 2!
Yeah!
And what happens to Greg?
Greg, Greg failed as well, so you take... Well, I mean, this is going to count as 1 hit for you. So I don't even have to roll damage, since this is just 1 hit. Monarch is here. It has ripped its way into this superheated metal room. Chayton is slammed against the wall. Everybody else is dealing with the heat. I didn't actually roll for Basil, so I'm going to do that.
Greg's just what did y'all do?
Basil failed, so that's going to be a d10 damage for Basil. That's 6. Okay. Alright, so let's do quick speed checks, everybody. I will note that this isn't we're not playing D&D here. If you see a horrible nightmare spider tank, you're not obligated to try to punch it.
I got 31 out of 40.
41 out of 44. Just made it. Just did it.
42.
So that's a lot of successes, right? Is that everybody who succeeded?
Chayton.
I think so.
Okay, Chayton failed, and then...
which makes sense.
Yeah, you're kind of pinned to the whole thing, yeah. Alright, let's roll Basil real quick. Basil succeeded. Alright.
Nice.
Basil takes out the revolver, and is just going to go ahead and pop off first. So it's going to be a combat roll for Basil. And this is going to be towards the android, the infiltrator android that's pinning Chayton.
Nice.
And a success. So that's going to be 3d10. Wow, it's almost like a Resident Evil situation over here. This revolver's pack a punch. 7, 3, and 3. So that's 13 points of damage. The infiltrator android's arm is just blown clean off, and it's starts to list over to the side, unpinning Chayton from the wall. From there, Basil stores the gun and kind of waves everyone forward to try to get them all out of this room, because fighting Monarch in a superheated room is probably not a great idea.
No.
So who's next?
Let's see. I have a first aid kit. What is the healing on that?
First aid kit
Can
does
I
not
use it
do...
on someone else?
First aid kit patches up injuries. It does not do immediate healing.
Is that my voice explaining?
What does an auto-med?
I had the Monarch voice on the whole time. I was going to do a threatening monologue, but he's just screaming. It's just horrible hate screaming, just, you've ruined everything. I'm going to ruin you.
Oh,
Craig's just
what does an
sprinting.
automed do again?
Automed does. Let's check.
Because I have
Let's
some
see,
pain pills, but I don't want to just shove pain pills in.
Automed gives a 10% boost to body saves, meant to repel diseases or poisons, as well as any attempts to heal, and a plus 10% to fear saves made to reduce stress. So Automed helps you heal during a healing period. You would want to, if you want quick healing, you would need to use pain pills.
Yeah.
Are stim packs used for quick healing? I can't remember.
Let's find out. Stim packs grant
Stim packs.
Stim packs grant an immediate 2d10 health and temporarily increase strength and combat by 2d10 each for 1d10 hours. There is, of course, with these, a danger of addiction and overdose. If used frequently, I will say, if you use more than one within like 4 hours, you will likely get very sick.
Okay. I have one I'll use when it's my go.
I have
So,
one.
yeah,
I was
remember
going to run in here.
Yeah, remember you get 2 actions, so you can run over and heal, and that can be your full turn because you're moving and healing.
Yeah,
Is
I'm gonna run
the-
over to him and go, Jaden, and I'll just stab it straight into like any open part of his armor. So probably like his neck, just like
Yeah, there's
right
a-
in the nape.
Yeah, there's an open chunk now because part of it has been superheated and sort of like slid off.
Oh, I feel amazing.
Go ahead and
That's
roll
why
me
they call me a
2d10
doctor.
to see what your boost looks like for
You're
your
really good at
strength
stabbing people in the neck. That's why they call you
and your
doctor.
combat.
stabbing just things. in
I
general.
got
Flesh
a
walls,
8 and a 9,
people.
so
Yeah.
17.
All right,
He's just a very stab happy person.
2d10, 17. Wow. So yeah, with that. Okay. So
the
let's see.
infiltrator?
And you also heal 17.
Ooh.
Oh.
So your strength and combat go up by 17, and you heal by 17.
I have a question. Am I the only one who has like above normal health right now?
Yes.
Or not above normal health, but I mean the average.
Basil's doing above half right now for health.
And I'm okay because I took some of my pain pills to go back above half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm-
So there's a few
I'm
people
not
who are above
dead.
half. Okay, cool.
I'm not sure where Greg is.
I'm a
Greg's got
medical
like
miracle.
2 more hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Atlas, what were you gonna do?
Yeah, the infiltrator is he gonna try to pursue us if we just like
Once he gets his
Right.
bearings, probably.
cool. I'm gonna walk up to him while he's kind of dealing with his arm situation, and I'm just gonna
Mhm.
aim the rigging gun right at his face.
Oh, jeez. I'll give you advantage because he's a little
Nice.
shell shocked, as it were.
Brutal.
Very cool.
It's just, you don't hurt my friend.
Exactly. It's like I've had
Two-
I've already lost one by a spider that did not exist. All right, let me roll combat real quick.
There's a bigger spider that doesn't exist now.
Oh no. Okay, so that's a 31 out of 45.
31 out of 45.
Monarchs are butterflies, not spiders. You're doing it wrong.
All right, yeah, you hold. I'm gonna just give it to you based on what the rigging gun's damage would be normally. You just like launch a harpoon through this infiltrator android and just pin it to the wall, and it just starts to melt.
Nice.
So yeah, that's your combat action. You can still run out of here.
Yeah. After that, I'm gonna just look him dead in the eyes. And I'm like, we're getting out of here, whether you want it or not. And I look back at Monarch, and then I run. And I kind of
Monarch.
like.
Yeah. There is no running. This is my home. This is me. I am Fathoms, and I will catch and kill all of you.
Here's Fiona's ghost. Not likely. It's not yours anymore.
All right, so yeah, Fiona's Ghost in the Machine ghost starts talking shit.
Beautiful.
Just all of my characters are gonna shit talk themselves to death. It's
Speaking of, is this everybody who rolled speed above?
I think I also rolled above, but
All right.
let's be real. Greg is just running away, probably following.
Yeah,
Atlas,
Greg
'cause
uses his ancient bloodline technique of getting the fuck out of here.
Nice.
Yeah, he waits till someone else starts running so he can know where to go.
Right. And right now I believe it's Basil and Atlas leading the pack. So.
And he's shouting, "Let's go! I don't know
Right,
what's going on. Let's go!"
So here's a fun thing. Ash is going to have to wait until next round to escape unless Chayton uses an action
I'm
to
carrying
lift
his
up.
ass. I'm
okay,
high on Stimpaks.
I was going to say.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Keep
All
going.
right,
I got more.
Chayton. Actually, first Monarch is going to go. I shouldn't inhibit my lovely little nightmare that I've created for this specific finale.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's just like, what if the tank was made of nightmares?
I think it is, actually.
Basically. Yeah,
Probably.
so the tank's combat score is 80. So if I roll under 80, it hits. It's gonna make 2 heavy machine gun attacks.
There it is.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to make sure I'm doing the right damage for the heavy machine guns because this is an enclosed space, so Monarch will not be using the mini rockets.
If we could keep all of my character data to this session instead of my session that I have right after this, that would be great.
It was almost a failure for the twin miniguns, or the twin heavy machine guns, but it was still a 72, so under 80. That's going to be 4d10 damage. And I'm gonna have it split it evenly between Ash and Chayton. So Ash, you take 15 points of damage. Chayton, you take just 3.
Oh.
And then it's also going to use its like horrible like metal lance situation, the thermal lance. This one is going to be directed at Chayton.
Use me as a shield quickly. I have.
I will allow you to use Ash as a shield if you want.
Do I have doctor's
For it. I'm a
consent?
doctor. Yeah. I'm a doctor.
All right, the doctor said so. I'm trying to live.
So for that combat roll,
brother.
It was a 61, so it does hit, and it's going to be 4d10 direct damage and going to be ignited.
Oh no!
So
It's fine.
I'll explain what igniting is later. Okay, so the thermal lance is about to embed itself deep inside of you, Chayton, before Ash just like suddenly and
I become a cape.
uncharacteristically heroically just jumps in front of you, and gets not impaled, right? But like a good chunk of Ash's like side is just. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. A good chunk of Ash's side is now like superheated by a like spear made of like molten metal. So Ash, you take 17 points of damage, and every single round, which is to say every single room going forward, unless you figure out a way to put out a bunch of superheated fire, you will take 4d10 points of damage.
Oh.
So stop, drop, and roll won't work, will it?
Not in the room where the walls are already superheated.
Would the
at least it's like
patch up the wound?
I forget what it's called. Carterized. At least it's carterized.
Yeah, like you're not gonna die from like blood loss or infection. You're gonna die from intense heat melting your insides.
Nah, I got pain pills. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You barely feel it. All right, so that is Monarch's turn. It is Chayton's go.
Just lifting up Ash and then running the hell out of there.
All right, go ahead and give me a body save because Ash has superheated bits of metal kind of attached to him.
That man's on fire.
It's a good time.
All right, even with disadvantage, I made it through. 31
Thank you
and
for getting that
35.
reference.
All right, yeah, you keep the molten metal off of you as you rush out of this room, and I will say now it will take 2 failures for Monarch to catch up with you, but don't worry, you're on room 11, so you're very close to getting the heck out of here. Somebody roll me a d10, please.
I don't even know who went last.
I know. I was like,
I'm scared too. It doesn't end well for
I'll
me.
roll it. The good doctor will save us all. Oh wait, hold on. That's the wrong command. Roll 1d10, not just roll 10. 4.
4. All right, so
It's the magical healing room. Oh
Whoa.
man,
No,
it's so convenient.
it's regrettably it's another hallway full of android parts. This time it's android ears and just android legs swinging in wild directions to kick at you. I need a fear save, and Ash takes 11. Ash takes 13 points of damage from superheated metal.
Oh, cool. I'm dead. I got 0 HP.
Oh gosh.
So
I
Ash
literally just
kicks
had
the
13 health.
Oh no! Ash kicks the door down and immediately just falls over, and you can see steam coming out from underneath where Ash fell, as very clearly parts of them are melting.
No, doctor!
I'll be back. And he gives a thumbs up as he collapses.
Oh yeah, it's
Did Ash have any medical stuff that's very noticeable, like a stim pack sticking off, or
Oh yeah.
Oh
Ash
yeah,
had
There's a tranquilizer pistol strapped to the side. There's a med
All right.
scanner. He's strapped.
Xander. All right,
Time to-
Xander.
There's
I
a
have
key
a
card.
question for you. Would you like
Yeah.
to pick the hacker or would you like to pick the researcher?
What's the hacker? The hacker's personality is what again?
The
he's
hacker's
totally
personality
radical, right?
is a side character from the movie Hackers.
Hack the planet. Yeah. All right. I'm down for it, man.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I will give you the
That seems very similar personality.
yeah, let's see. I'm gonna give you a researcher stats for your
Nope.
mercenary.
Doctors save the planet. Hackers hack the planet. Same thing, dudes. And that's dudes with two O's.
I can't believe.
That's
So
the cool-
unfortunately, the hacker has more. No, the hacker would. Let's do courier. I wonder how many hits the courier has. All right, so I'll leave that open in case somebody else dies and have to give them the researcher. So while that loads, you're in this room full of kicking android legs. What do you do? It'll be You've seen rooms with android parts before. I'm not going to make you do a fear save, but you do need a strength or speed check to get past these android bits.
I'm gonna do a strength check. I'm just
right.
hopped out. I'm drinking green tea all day. So I'm gonna use. Can I use either athletics or military training?
Yes, I'm going to say you can use either or.
Okay.
Greg's gonna try and run and fight his way through, but Greg got an 85.
All right, so here's how it works for the your character, your new NPC. Combat is 20, can be hit twice before dying, and instinct, which is every other stat, is 30, unless it involves hacking, in which case your hacking is so advanced it's a plus 20. So that's what Xander's gonna have going on now. What were you saying before? I'm sorry, Brianna, I lost it while I was reading stuff.
I was saying Greg is going to try and just get down to the end of the hallway, but Greg rolled an 85.
Oh man, Greg's luck is rough right now.
I
what are
crit
the rolls?
successed.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Greg
That's
rolled
a roller
up,
coaster
but
ride for Chayton.
yeah, like that. Future space medication's doing you wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg woke up and was first thing he met was this strange hyperactive young girl who then got eaten by a spider, and
Yeah.
it's just she's in a nightmare hellscape, and now there's legs trying to kick him.
Yeah. So you get hit in the jaw at least once. You come out of the other end pretty bruised. Those of you who fail take 7 points of damage, which includes Basil. Basil takes some damage. And those of you who succeeded are able to make it past. How many of you succeeded?
I did.
So my speed would be 30 in this case, right?
Yes. Instinct is
Okay,
everything
23,
except for
so
combat.
pass, yeah. And what's my cool hacker's name?
Your
Run
cool
it down.
you get to pick.
I thought you gave one.
No.
Just kept
Oh,
calling
sorry,
him Radical
sorry.
Hacker.
Sorry, his screen name was Ultimax, but you know his real name.
Yeah, Ultimax.
Okay.
Legally changed.
He's like the ultimate warrior. He legally changed his name to the warrior. Yeah, so Ultimax the hacker.
And
All
then
right,
the U is an
And
O,
then
or is a 0?
All right. So while it looks like
Ooh, it's cool.
you're gonna slow down with these mech parts, you can see that the researcher has run up and has grabbed what appears to be the severed off arm of the infiltrator android and just uses one of her special actions to beat away the legs so that you all get through safely.
Nice.
So
I still
she's
have-
used both. She's used both of her special actions. The rest of the NPCs are now characters, so they do not have the special actions anymore. All right. Next is room 12. You're almost to the freight elevator.
Oh.
All right. Give me a D10, please.
I believe in
scared.
whoever rolls this D10.
6.
Nice.
6.
Perfect number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah, that's the number where I
It's the one.
died.
It's a good one.
Oh fuck.
It's the there is. So you know what's fucked is there is a good number on this chart. You guys just haven't rolled it yet.
Are you kidding me?
Is it?
We've
Yeah,
rolled like
there's
every
one.
number.
No, you have not rolled one of the numbers that is the okay number.
Yeah,
Okay, where are my notes?
Which is probably 1. I think we rolled everything but a 1.
I think so.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you've rolled
Or a
everything but
2.
1 and 9.
Oh, we haven't.
Yeah, everything
it's
but 1
9,
and 9.
isn't it?
I'm not gonna tell you. So sorry, you rolled a
Our
2.
dice don't want to give it to us
Yeah.
anyways. It's fine.
No, sorry, 6. I got 6.
6. So you end up in another one of those like flickering hologram mazes as you're almost all the way out of the actual assembly line. I need sanity saves from everybody.
Cool. Can I do a hacker thing?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's see.
you can try to use hacking to
11
get past
on my
this.
sanity save.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
27. That's better. Greg is doing better now.
82.
All right. Basil rolls a 20, which is a failure.
I'll roll for
Um,
my hacker thing. That's not a good roll.
All right, those who failed take 3 stress,
Oh.
and that is a failure for the Monarch catching up counter. So 1 more failure and Monarch will catch up.
Oh no.
All right, you make your way past this room using the power of Ultimax's hacking and closing your eyes and really trying your best to avoid these like mind-altering holograms to end up in what appears to be that chute that you crawled out of before, right? The chute that you like had to go down the ladder to get through. I need a roll of a D10, please.
Roll.
Alright.
Michaela, bring us
number.
home.
You have 2 more rooms, 13 and 14.
Okay, I rolled a 10.
Okay. 10. You see 4 atlases cresting over the large industrial space. You can see they all have those like tubes for arms, and they all have like the big backpack with the foam stuff on the back, and they're all flying closer to you all.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's roll speed, please.
Yeah, I'm like, do we just want to book it, y'all?
God,
Oh.
46.
20, so I succeed.
Dang.
Nice.
48 out
fail.
of 30,
That
so
low
I
this whole
failed.
session.
All right.
Ultramax Ultra failed.
Ultimax is the hero of the unsung hero, if you will. Yeah. So those of you who succeeded, what do you want to do as these completed atlases are flying towards you to collect samples?
Oh, fun.
Are we able to help the
I
people
hate
who
that.
failed at all?
Are you able
There's-
to what? Sorry.
Help the people who failed the speed saves at all?
How would you like to help them?
Are the samples they're trying to collect to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are
yeah.
fascinating biological samples. You are needed.
Okay, great. Would I be able to use my trinket in gameplay by any chance?
Sure. What's your trinket?
It's an alien pressed flower, so I'm hoping to distract them. on the
Oh, I
pretense
like
they would
that
study
because
flowers with
they're
insects.
they are you. So you've
Mhm.
held on to this for whatever value it has to you. So you flash the little pressed flower, and immediately the atlases all just kind of like hone in on it.
Mhm.
And so they're tracking it, like, you know, when you have the laser pointer and the cat's looking at the laser, they're tracking
Right.
where the flower is. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to pull back a little bit in hopes that
Mm-hmm.
the people who are still down can get past me, and then I'm gonna throw it
All right, give
in
me
a general
a
direction
s-
away from us.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Cool.
I'll
Strength
give you
check to eat a flower.
I'll give you advantage. Not because of extra strength, but because this is something that you value that you are using to distract them.
That was it. All right.
All
so
right.
with advantage, it's a 24 out of 37.
Much better. Yeah, you take it, and you
Nice.
baseball swing it, and it kind of turns into its own little frisbee, and it goes flying deep into the underbelly of this construction assembly facility, and all of the 4 robot atlases just zoom downward to go get it. So you guys all go down the ladder. This is the final room. I need a D10.
That was clever. That's good.
Whew.
Genius.
All right. Who wants to roll the last d10?
I'll do it.
All right.
6.
6.
Couldn't be the fun
What?
room.
I know. I tried.
No fun.
Okay.
You had
No,
so
it's
many attempts, but you couldn't find the fun room.
We did not find.
There was a secret cow level on this chart, but you missed it. It's a bummer. Yeah, so you finally like start kind of trundling down, and as you do so, the entire tube, which is mostly dark except for auxiliary lighting, you're just climbing down this ladder. The entire tube flickers to life, and instead of just eyes flickering out of like the holographic imaging, it's all of your faces, superimposed in agony, just like, and it cycles through them. So you'll go through one where it very clearly looks like Chayton is being electrocuted, and then it flickers past, and it looks like Fiona getting the spider, the metal spider treatment to her face, and it cycles past, and it shows Dr. Ash receiving a like molten metal like skewer to their side, and just like it just cycles through all of them. I need a sanity save.
Ultramax
quite
didn't
as
know you all
spooky
well,
since-
but Ultramax is sad.
Rolled a 1.
19.
What is good?
37 out of 30, so fail.
All right.
I got
Greg is like,
34 out
that's
of 25.
What?
Greg's
let's see.
like,
Max is a
she was
sensitive
nice,
butterfly.
but eh.
All right.
Had some more stress for this.
Basil also fails. Basil takes has been taking stress this whole time, is up to 10 now. And Basil fails. So yeah, everyone gets, if you failed, you get 2 stress. And you managed
and
to
everyone around me also gains 1 extra stress.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Wait, are you?
Wait, you're not a doctor
Oh yeah, no,
anymore.
never mind,
You're
never mind,
Ultima
never mind.
House.
Yeah. I'm thinking doctor thing still.
Yeah, you're
Never
not a
mind.
doctor. You're
Good.
Ultima
See,
House.
even better. Just 2.
Yeah, so you managed to finally climb out physically exhausted. You've been sweating nonstop because of the high heat that has been like vented through this entire facility. You arrive back at that room that has one door leading to the mass storage of hundreds of thousands of androids all stacked up neatly, and then the other room leading to the freight elevator. You hear a sickening crunch as the metal lance is used to widen the tube that you all just climbed down, and you can hear metal screeching into metal as almost like, you know, when you would see a bug climb down a surface vertically. That's what the Monarch tank is doing to arrive at where you're at. At this point, Basil looks at the situation, does some quick calculations, and goes, "You all run ahead. I will see what I can do in the mass storage room."
Okay. Greg keeps running.
Are you gonna be
if
okay
you
by
can,
yourself?
if you can, wait for me. If not, here, and takes out a small memory chip. Upload this into my copy waiting on the ship.
Okay,
Oh,
be
and
careful.
also, and digs through their backpack and takes out that weird alien egg with the little antenna thing that's supposed to like attract people's attention when it's switched on.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah,
'cause that's one of the artifacts, and hands you that artifact and goes, "All right, I will see you on the other side." I would say it is fun to put you at ease, but I don't think I feel that. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Basil. Hopefully see you soon.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
Basil
hack
runs,
on.
Basil runs
Good luck.
into the mass storage room. And I will say that you guys make it onto the freight elevator because the researcher, while you're all talking, is able to get the elevator working because she used to work here. So you guys thankfully left the elevator here because you took it up. So you don't have to wait for the elevator to get here. That would be death.
The worst.
The worst. So yeah, instead you climb onto the freight elevator space, you hit all the buttons, and it starts trundling downward. You hear a sound of like lots and lots of movement, and for now, things are quiet. It seems like whatever Basil did has slowed down Monarch to an extent.
All right, we probably got like 5 minutes. Who knows how to turn on a submarine and pilot it?
Greg would know how to pilot a submarine.
I was about to say, Greg is like, I can pilot it.
All right, so we
Well,
have
you
to
know
make
how to
sure
turn it
you
on?
get there.
That'd be very much appreciated.
We'll do our best.
I'm so high right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
How are you holding out, Chayton?
I am composed of pain pills and stim packs.
Oh, right
Oh.
on, man.
Better than not being composed at all, I suppose.
It just reminds me of training.
Right, it's
We'll
better
get through
to compose than decomposed. And he like puts his hand up for a high five.
Oh, that's great.
Atlas slowly.
I high five it, but it's like it's too much. Like I'm like, yeah.
Oh no.
Give me
Your
a
fingers
strength-
are a
little bit
give-
numb.
Yeah, give me a strength save, Ultimax.
Greg just has his beefy tattooed arms crossed. He's staring at these.
37 out of 30.
All
no.
right, yeah.
Oh, Ultramax
you-
feels the steam.
You don't take a hit, but like when somebody high fives you way too hard and your hand just tingles for like another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Just shaking it like, ooh, shake it
And
off.
there's so much
it
blood
up.
that's just like coming out. Chaytan, there's like bullet wounds that are fresh, like burn marks all along one side.
All right. We're gonna take this
Looking
moment as the
good,
elevator
man.
goes down to hard cut to the ship. Those of you who have died, you awaken freshly resleeved into your clone bodies. You know that you're here on a mission, but based on the fact that you're waking up in the pod, you can assume that something went poorly down there. And you can see a little tick mark on your little heads-up display stating that you are down one of your 3 allotted lives, or 3 allotted sheaves, basically. So Fiona and Ash, you wake up on the ship.
Oh goody. That's
Uh,
just great. Anyone else out here?
Do we
You
have
see
a
ahead.
radio?
Yeah, you have a radio, but right now the rest of the group is in like the deep ocean underneath miles of like metal and concrete.
So our long distance communicators wouldn't work.
Yeah, not to the you might be able to get like a crackle through, but there is somebody else in the ship with you. Basil pokes their head out and goes, "Oh, things have gone poorly. I'm waiting for everyone else to arrive."
Cool. Do we know where?
They're
Wait.
going to be taking a submersible from the lower levels and taking it directly up to meet us up here.
Wait, how do you know
Hmm?
that?
I peeled off early and made my way upstairs. Things are in complete disarray, but I was able to blend in with the other androids.
Okay. I don't know what I would roll to question
Well,
that, but if
whatever
Fiona knows
happened.
that seems legit.
Ah, whatever happened, at least I'm younger. He just stretches in his like, younger body of still, he's still an 80-year-old something man, but
Oh yeah, of course. The
take
clone
bright
was like
side.
reset.
like
Yeah.
a day older or a day younger.
Yeah. The clone was reset to slightly younger, so you're feeling like 79 when you should be 80.
Yeah. Fiona looks at the tattoo on her arm and it's like, okay, that's weird. I'll deal with that later.
But yes, again, I would want to let you know that although things went poorly, it appears that we have been mostly successful in our mission. We just need the rest of the group to make their way up using the submersible.
Oh,
All right. I would suggest you play one of your games of chance to pass the time. I'm going to sift some encyclopedic knowledge, possibly defragment while I wait.
All right, so
Johnson, how about,
Fiona.
hey, Doc, you want to play poker?
poker's a young man's game. We're gonna play the classic game of draw drink. He pulls out a deck and a big bottle of sake.
Oh my god.
Draws one card and takes a swig and hands it to you. All right, your turn.
We hard
Sure,
cut back
she-
to the. Oh, go ahead.
As I say, she just draws a card, takes a drink, it's like, I like this game. Hands
Nice.
it back.
Yeah, we hard cut back to the elevator. You're most of the way down at this point when you hear a large explosion that rocks the entirety of the elevator shaft. Whatever Basil did to slow things down was not as effective as it could have been, because you now see, and it's a good distance away, but you can see the point of light being created by the like melting spear, like the thermal lance that sticks out of the face, that is like leading the way as this like metallic spider is like crunching its way down. Yeah. So what are you all gonna do?
Shit. Shit.
Yeah,
Can
literally.
we make this elevator go faster?
We could. Are we going down or up?
You're going down.
Down.
No,
How far do we have to go down?
that doesn't go well. It's not like the movies.
Atlas thinks for a moment. It's like, I mean, if we need a quick getaway, it's an option. Just saying.
The researcher just goes, I can see about making it move a little bit faster.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
She's gonna go ahead.
you get that done.
Oh, she does not succeed.
As
She
I say,
fails.
would that command help with that or no?
You know what? I'll say yes, but because she's a researcher, her instinct is not very high. So even if you bump it up by 10, she still fails.
I tried.
We can,
Okay.
we
Yeah,
can
so
see
she-
Monarch coming.
Yeah, you can see Monarch coming. It's a good, like, maybe 100 yards up.
Can I hack the thing?
You can hack the elevator, which is a 50 for you because you're Ultimax.
But Lucas, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I was just gonna try to shoot if I had a chance to try to use my my fancy pulse rifle that I only have only one bullet for. Try to shoot that head to ruin the beam.
Go for it.
I'm just I look up and just hands are shaking like steady like
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Take the shot. Roll combat for me.
All right, so 17 added to my 58 is 68, 75, plus an additional 15% from my firearms expertise. We are sitting at 90, baby.
So it's a 90 to hit, or under 90 for you to hit?
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot you took stim packs. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all jacked up. Yeah, go nuts.
I got an 11.
That's a crit. That's a critical success. So
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
you take out the pulse rifle, you line up the shot. You only have one shot in this chamber. In fact, you found this gun when you first entered into the Fathoms, and you've been saving it for something that you hope would be worth it. And this feels very much worth it. As you line up the shot and fire. And I'm going to say, because you crit succeeded, you can choose. You can hit the thermal lance, you can hit the mini rockets, you can hit the heavy machine gun, or you can hit the foam, the titanium foam gun on the back.
Is it currently using the lance to help it move forward? To
Oh no, it's just crunching down. The lance is just like, it's using it to like scan the perimeter and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna
out of
take
everything on there, the lance and the mini rockets do the most damage.
Oh shit, this is difficult because it can't use the rockets if it's too close proximity.
Yeah.
You know what? That lance is bitch. Yeah, I'm taking out the face.
All right. So with a resounding, it echoes throughout as this like green bolt of light streaks through the entire elevator shaft and impacts directly into the thermal lance, like kind of tendril head that it has attached to the tank, basically slicing it clean off. And you hear a roar that echoes throughout the entire chamber. It's not of pain, it's of frustration, as the lance tumbles, slices and leaves a hole through the elevator and falls down to the bottom layers below.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Right
on,
man.
How far is that thing in the fallen slice is my concern.
Oh
Did
yeah,
we
you,
hear it?
Greg, you poke your head through the hole, and you see that it keeps going, and you hear a wrenching sort of pressure cracking slice.
We might have a problem.
And it's nothing yet, but you've been on submersibles before, Greg.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you break the seal.
That might not have been such a good idea. I think you just broke the seal. We need
There's
to move.
Let's do it anyways.
Yeah, there's an audible
This is true.
as the elevator comes to a stop, and you see that underneath the elevator, you can already see water beginning to pool up.
We need to go now.
Alright.
We're almost
You
there.
run out of the freight elevator into the room with the submersible. You can hear the metal crunching, horrifying, like whirring noise of the Monarch tank chasing after you. It slowed down, but it's definitely still on your heels. As you enter into the room with the submersible, what are you going to do to prepare for your final stand?
I'm gonna hand my grenade to someone to just right when Monarch's coming in, just huck that grenade because it'll probably at the very least buy us 2 seconds, and I'm just gonna get over near the submersible and just have my rifle ready.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, you guys already activated the submersible the last time you were in here, so it's on. You don't have to wait for it to turn on. You have to wait for it to be dropped down into the water and then calibrated. So yeah, the researcher runs in. The researcher runs into the crane. Greg, you can definitely do all the piloting and calibrating stuff once it drops down. But for the first round, the crane has to lower the submersible. So this is a round of prep while the submersible is being lowered. What is everybody doing?
Try to find cover.
Okay, there's plenty of large freight like crates and stuff that you can find easy cover behind.
Yeah. Finding cover near the submersible so when it's in, Greg can hop in and start getting it ready. Because we need to get the hell out of here.
All right.
What happens
So-
if you have 2 stim packs? What?
If you take the second one,
You'll get sick, right?
you will get
Yeah.
sick. And what that implies, I will let you know after you take it, but just knowing that it's not going to be very good.
All right, I'll only take that as a last resort. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna let's see. Do we all have like vac suits and oxygen tanks?
There are some in the submersible already.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get mine ready because I have one in my inventory.
All right, perfect.
And then that
I
way in
mean,
case someone
Fiona-
needs it.
Yeah, my Fiona had one. Don't know if Greg grabbed that.
All right. So, you set yourselves up. The submersible splashes into the little moon pool and is now floating there. Greg, you clamber inside, start flicking all the switches, doing all the stuff. Go ahead and roll me a speed check with your boost from piloting. So you get a 10 plus 10 to the percentage you want to roll under.
Well, I got a 16, so.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, you start clicking everything on. There is a wrenching growl as the spider tank emerges out of the entrance. And I'm going to need speed checks from everybody except for Greg, because Greg, you're a little bit engaged at the moment.
Yep.
Just kind to me, dice.
Greg is preparing to be the getaway driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
Greg, you see inside of the submersible, there is a box that appears to contain a book and a thumb drive.
I succeeded my
He
speed.
ignores.
Yep.
He
Alright,
does not
cool.
pay attention to that.
Cool. All right, so you succeeded. Who succeeded and who failed?
I succeeded.
All right, so that's 2 successes. Ultimax, what are you looking at?
Oh, that's a fun picture you just switched to.
Yeah, one way out. We're not in reception anymore, but there is one way out.
Yeah.
I don't know what I can do.
Oh. All right, so I think everybody succeeded in their speed.
Hmm.
So what do you all want to do? You can see the Monarch tank is now emerged into the submersible bay.
I just opened fire.
All right, go nuts. Roll combat. You can roll combat twice since you're just behind cover unloading.
44, so crit success for the first one.
Very, very
And
good.
77
Those
crit success
crits.
for the second.
Oh,
Holy
my
shit!
God.
Very cool. Go ahead and roll.
Also,
so-
I love the music right now. It's
Yeah. Give me 1 second just to review what crits are, but I'm pretty sure it's great for you.
There's music.
Can we kill Monarch?
You can try.
We can give it a go.
Yeah, let's see.
Greg just wants to get
If
out of
we
here.
don't- I was gonna say, if we don't, the rogue AI probably will.
All
Or
right.
when this chamber gets flooded.
Okay. I think crit I said was double damage, so let's just double the damage. Go nuts.
All right.
How much damage did you get?
All right, so it is 40-10 for each of them.
Mm-hmm. So double each one, each set of 4.
Oh man, I'm all shaky. I'm all so pumped. So the first one would be doubled 40.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one doubled is 44.
All right. So, statistically, if I were to give Monarch a health bar for the tank form, it's around 5 like separate health bars. Through a very successful roll of combat and a sniping shot, you've taken out one of those, and you did how much damage? 40 and what else?
44, so 84 in total.
84 in total. You've dropped it down to its 3rd health bar, and the 3rd health bar is almost completely ripped through.
I'm just screaming the whole time.
Yeah, just like firing
Okay.
nonstop.
This is some
your-
speed run tactics.
Yeah,
for
your
the final
bullets just like
boss.
rip through like a good chunk of the armor plating. It's still like you can tell the only reason you're really able to put a dent in this thing is that it's been literally ripping through the facility to get to you, and that's worn it down to some extent. And whatever Basil did seemed to have been effective, because you see that attached to the tank itself are various android bodies that are like picking away at it like fleas.
Interesting.
Well,
Where?
Basil.
No, is Basil? We don't. I haven't seen them yet, so
No, Basil's not here.
I'm not gonna.
So yeah, you unload, open fire. What else are we doing?
Pretty sure I know where Basil isn't, but Fiona knows nothing. So
Where is Monarch in relation to us?
Monarch is in the corner of this room.
Mhm.
You can see that their machine guns and the mini rockets still work just like normal, and it is currently calibrating its mini rocket. You can see the little lights on it are beginning to turn on, and it's starting to face to aim at the submersible.
If an explosive were to be projectiled into that general direction,
Mm-hmm.
would our submersibles? Are we far enough away that the submersible would be intact?
If a mini rocket hits your submersible, you're not getting out of here.
Okay.
But if you were to stop it or slow it down or make it change directions or something like that, that would also work.
Did you
So-
take my grenade, or did anyone?
I'll take it. Yeah, Ultramax would have
Because I had handed
taken
out
it.
before we, and I don't know,
Right.
take it. It's 1d10 times 10 damage.
Ooh, nice.
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 I was also
Very
considering piercing
Yeah,
my
I'll
oxygen
throw
tank
whenever it's
Ooh.
Ultramax's turn.
Ooh.
and then aiming the flare gun at it and going up.
Oh.
I like it.
I do like that.
Yes.
That's
I'll
really
let you set that up. That's pretty easy to do.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so the oxygen tank that I readied, just in case,
Yeah.
it's gonna be thrown and used as a bomb instead.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength.
Beautiful.
Oh. Just barely. I got a
Yo.
35 out of 37.
Nice. Yeah, you send the tank spinning down the way.
Okay.
And with more strength than you ever thought you would have capable of, and it lands right by Monarch's legs. And go ahead and give me a combat roll to aim the flare gun.
I don't think that one hit. Nope, 69 out of 45.
Oh yeah, the flare gun
Okay.
just shoots wildly off in hits just above Monarch's mini rocket, and you see the mini rocket turns to kind of track the heat signature for 2 seconds, and then very slowly turns back around to face the submersible.
I kind of just let everyone know, there's a tank over there. It's been pierced. If someone can get any type of ammunition near it, we might be able to blow this coop literally.
Yeah. If not, you'll definitely slow down Monarch and deal some damage. All right. Ultimax.
I'll throw the grenade.
Cool.
Nice.
It's like Ultramax wants to blow up stuff, and he'll throw the grenade. With his cool hacker math skills, determine the velocity and stuff, though it's still 30. 87.
Oh
No
no!
dice.
Ultimax, the grenade slips out of your hand and just falls way short. It detonates like a normal grenade would. It doesn't hurt
Ultra
anybody. Some of the shrapnel flies by and like also hits Monarch, but it does like maybe 1 or 2 points of damage. It's nothing that is like going to be effective at this thing. The heat once again moves the mini rocket in that direction. You still have one other action because all you've done so far is throw the grenade. What else do you want to do?
Is there a way for me to hack the rocket? Like remotely? Or
Not remotely. Monarch's stuff is pretty stable when it's just him. Otherwise, Phaser would have hacked the tank already.
Okay.
You can also, if you wanted to, you could run up and try to climb on Monarch.
You
And because,
know
and
what?
because it's such a stupid thing to do, I'll let you do an action to try to hack the rocket launcher.
You know what? The grenade was really a distraction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do it. I'll try to hack the
Yes.
tank.
All right, so go ahead and roll hacking.
Ultramax keeps
Roll.
ultra failing, so
Yeah, go ahead and
this
roll
is the
hacking.
redemption
So
arc.
this is 50 or under.
Oh my god!
50 or under. Oh, come on. 7.
Oh!
So you
Yes.
clamber up onto Monarch. You see 2 heavy machine guns are trained on you. There are various androids biting and ripping into this giant spider mech, but you pay them.
No, he. Is that. Oh. You were the one who thought you had beef with me? What was it? Mini-Max or something like that?
It's
yourself a favor.
Ultramax! Hack the planet!
And right before Monarch can say, "Do yourself a favor," you plug a little thumb drive into the rocket launcher, and you see on
script kitty. Darn.
Yeah, what is your?
Not even
No,
cool.
you had these ready. Like you built them yourself. You're not like you didn't buy these off the black market. These are your like specialty tools that you have
cool.
ready. Yeah,
Nice.
this is, Ultramax is not a script kitty. Ultramax is better than that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so yeah,
he would be
you-
Mini-Max.
You plug your little action thumb drive correctly the first time because that's how good of a hacker you are.
Whoa.
Into the rocket launcher, and you see it sort of like start to beep and fritz a little bit, and then it turns from a green light for like aiming and tracking to a red light for locked. And I also need you to make a body save.
Oh, okay. And that's also 30, right? Or
Yeah,
so
that's also 30.
okay. Oh, 6.
Nice.
So the rocket
Yes.
itself detonates, and you manage to roll underneath of Monarch just in time for the rocket on Monarch's back to not hit you. So Ultramax, you are safe for now.
Way to go, Ultramax.
All right. So up next,
Greg gives a
is-
very brief
dumb.
thumbs up from inside the sub and then goes back to calibrating.
Nice.
Greg, go ahead and give me a piloting check.
All right.
That's going to
and-
be 40 plus 10, so it'll be 50.
Cool. 16 again.
Excellent. Yeah, the submersible is just about ready. It will take a round, 2 more rounds to get it ready and have everybody kind of come inside and take their seats.
So he's
so,
just gonna shout, "Almost ready."
all right, so I rolled a 17 for Monarch's combat. So the first thing Monarch is going to do is because you're directly underneath, Monarch is just going to slam downward. So you're going to take 10 points of damage, but in terms of damage, it's just a hit for you. So you're down to 1 hit as you definitely think your arm is broken and you manage to roll away from Monarch, but you're in a lot of pain, Ultramax.
Oh, my ultra hacker arm.
It then turns its heavy machine guns towards Chayton and is going to fire them both.
Who has stepped away for a second.
Ooh. And 79 is just under 80, so it does hit for combat. And damage-wise, it does 10, 20, 27 points of damage to Chayton.
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, Chayton, you poke out to line up another shot, and it's just a hailfire of bullets after almost smashing Ultimax that just rips through, and Chayton, you collapse onto the ground, bleeding profusely.
No, not like this. We're so close.
I almost made it.
Atlas, you're the only one left.
Lucas, you can now take over the researcher, who will be going after Monarch.
Oh boy.
Researcher stats. Researcher can only be hit once. Their combat is 15, and their instinct is 10. So you have to roll under 10 for anything except for, I'm gonna be nice and say computers.
Okay.
So it'll be under a 20 for computers. So yeah, you're playing the researcher right now, who is currently inside of the submersible. You can help speed up the process by rolling an intellect check.
Okay. Is it my go now?
Yeah. Because the researcher rolled after Monarch.
Okay. So I'm trying to get under a 15.
Yep. Or sorry, this would be under a 20.
20.
Yeah.
Nope. I got 97. So
all right. Yeah.
I only know Linux.
Yeah.
Greg just smacks your hands and be like, "Stop touching."
Yeah, the submersible is all on MS-DOS for some reason. It's fucking devastating. All right, so top of the round again. I need everyone to roll me speed checks.
Even Greg, or
I think.
Yes, even. Well, no, Greg, I need you to roll me a piloting check, and we'll see how well you do. Same with the researcher.
awesome.
So it'll just be Atlas's speed check, actually.
I
sorry.
got a
Atlas.
66.
Atlas and Ultimax's. 66 is that a crit failure?
Speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
Greg, you hear the engine for the submersible stall out. It's ready. You can drop in to the water, but you'll have to take another round to start the engine.
You hear swearing coming from the submersible.
Like literally everything is ready except for propulsion, which is, kind of the thing you need to get moving.
You had it in park.
What did the researcher roll, by the way?
I failed my speed check.
All right. No, if not for speed. This would be your an under 20. To see if you can help with the starting up the thing process.
21.
That's rough. So close. Yeah, I know. It's still not in
far
Linux,
away.
so you're having a hard time. Ultimax, what did you get for speed?
7.
Perfect. So you're ready to go. And Atlas, what did you get for
I'm
speed?
ready to go. Broken arm.
I rolled a
Let's go.
13.
13. All right. Yeah, you're both
Nice.
good. Atlas, you can see that the oxygen tank is still there next to Monarch.
Okay.
You can try to flare gun again. You can try to run away. Like you can try to jumpstart the submersible, whatever you want.
I get 2 actions, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to shoot off the flare gun for 1, and then I'm gonna try
Alright.
to help out with the submersible for the second.
Sounds good.
So what do I roll? Combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. 6.
6.
45, yeah.
Yeah, no, you aim down sights with the flare gun. Down sights. Is there sights on the flare gun? Whatever. You aim down down your arm with the flare gun, holding it very steady with your android limbs, and you fire a near perfect shot where the flare impacts the barrel and it explodes, dealing. Let's see, that is 13, 23 points of damage to Monarch, dropping it down to its second to last health bar.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay.
All right, and then I'm gonna shimmy on over to the submersible and see if I can't help get things
Alright.
going.
All right, so yeah, you shimmy on in. Go ahead and roll me an intellect check to see if you can figure out what's wrong with the stalling engine.
10 out of 43.
Oh yeah, Atlas, you're like, oh, this is MS-DOS for some reason, and you log in and you flick some of the switches, you hit the throttle, and is now able to move after Monarch's turn.
Okay.
So Ultramax, you're the only one who's not in the submersible at this moment. What are you gonna do?
I'm trying to think. So Supermax so Ultramax thinks that Monarch is like their rival, their enemy, right?
they came here to 1v1 Monarch.
This is their chance. This is their glory. It's like
Yes.
he looks back at the submersible, gives a salute like he did to his fallen hacker robot friend earlier, and turns and goes, it's time. And like punches his fist, getting ready, and charges at Monarch, holding a flash drive in his hand, and goes. Ultrax like, this'll fix everything that these fuckers did, and it's like runs away like the opposite direction of the submersible, trying to get Monarch's attention, essentially.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you're holding another possible hacking device. Monarch's not gonna like take that line down. So for Monarch's turn, because you made a very good distraction, it's gonna turn around and aim the heavy machine guns at you.
Greg's just like, what are you doing?
17 for combat is definitely gonna hit. And you take your second hit. Ultramax, you're holding the USB in your hands. It's got like whatever your Ultramax's like cool hacker symbol is, and just and Ultramax is gunned down.
No.
And
Tragic, not staying here.
Yeah, at this point Monarch is starting.
Remember, he gave the
literally,
salute to y'all. He knew.
Yeah, it's literally barreling down towards the submersible. But it's not able to get all the way to the submersible on its turn. So it is now Pilot's turn. So the throttle's ready, you're already in the water, the clamp is undone. Give me a pilot check.
All
Get us out
right.
of here.
41, and I think it'll be out of
hackers.
50, I think is what I'm going
you're
for.
under 50, so you're good. You seal at the top, the submersible quietly slices and sinks underwater. You hear a rumble as you can actually see that there's like currently some almost like mechanical like crab drones of some sort currently fixing the hole in the fathoms that was created by the thermal lance. And you very quickly take the submersible and pilot it on a predator.
So he's gonna turn to Atlas. Where are we going?
All right. Just away from Monarch, and then we need to head back to our base ship.
Yeah,
Hopefully the
which is
others will be
on
there
an-
waiting for us.
Yeah, which is on an oil rig that is like on top where the elevator connects to the fathoms.
Okay, but once Greg has heard that explanation, he'll be able to kind of figure out how to get there.
Alright. We come back to the ship. Chayton, you awaken in the tube.
Is Chayton playing with us already? Is he playing Draw Drink?
Yeah, Chayton, are you playing Draw Drink?
Chayton is looking over all their gear. They just have a weird flash of just being gunned down. They're trying to figure out like,
Draw drink. No. I can't play draw drink right when I wake up in a sleeve. I projectile vomit. No. Oh my god.
Fair
We're
enough.
all here, just Atlas is missing?
Yeah, apparently things aren't going well, but whoever's left should be coming up on a submersible. I don't know. That's what Basil said, at least.
Wait, and
pointing
no
towards Basil's
one's
big
waiting
dragon.
out there just in case?
Well, if they're coming, we don't want to like end up making them wait because we don't. No, it's not been that long since we woke up in here, and then he woke up, and then you woke up. It's not going well.
All right, one sec.
and I'm gonna go like at where they're gonna get onto the ship. I'm just gonna, get my rifle ready, go down there, and basically be waiting for Atlas to show up.
Yeah. Sure enough, Basil gives you a wave and is getting the ship ready to launch. They seem pretty confident that whatever's going on, you'll either make it out, or the final person will wake up from the sleeve and you'll try again. And sure enough, after 20, 30 minutes, a sort of like pale yellow submersible pod floats up out of the water.
I'll just
Alright.
wave them over.
Yep, and they jet over to the little like platform dock, and coming out of the submersible is a researcher you don't recognize. Fiona, you see the person that you were here to collect for your secret mission, so you have succeeded. Carrying, and you also see Atlas come out, looking a little worse for the wear, a little beat up. You do see that Atlas is
Having a
holding a
great time.
box that contains a USB stick and a bound leather book that appears to have like holographic pages, but you haven't like opened it up yourself, which means that Ash, you have succeeded on your secret mission as well.
Sweet. See, I told you
Um,
Atlas is the best of us.
Atlas,
Yeah,
is
and
something
you've all-
after you?
Yeah.
So
I'm like,
What happened?
we don't have much time to talk. This they got us topside, but we have to go. Monarch is on the move in a spider-like mechanism, and I don't know.
Oh,
We
sorry.
gotta go.
Only really fuck things up. All right, let's roll.
All right. Atlas, you see Basil, which is a little confusing, but does kind of make sense because you figure Basil did not make it after doing whatever it is they did to slow down Monarch.
Mhm.
And because you have that USB stick with the pertinent information necessary from your initial mission, you all file into the ship. You get ready to go. Atlas, you still have Basil's memory chip.
Memory chip. Yeah.
If you want to do anything with that. But we'll just say that you all like get in your seats and jettison away. So, Atlas, do you want to do anything with the memory chip? Are you going to hold on to it? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious at the moment. I like meander over to the group, and I'm like, was Basil here when you all got here? When you woke back up out of the sleeps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said they were able to find their way back up and things weren't going well, but they said you'd be coming up on the submersible, so we figured we'd just wait.
Interesting. So Basil didn't leave until a few of you had already, kicked the sand. So
Maybe we don't know how long it takes for you to wake up after you've been put back in a new sleeve.
that's fair.
Jaden?
Doesn't take that long. I've done it many times. Why?
Cool.
Hey,
Do we have to kill Basil? I don't want to kill Basil.
Hey.
Well, listen, if we
I will.
if we
I'm
kill
a doctor.
Basil, then Basil's just gonna wake up in a clone sleeve, and then we know for sure.
Unless
How does that work with
It's the most
So
medically
the
sound
androids,
thing.
the android sleeves are in a separate room from the people sleeves. So if you want, you can go check that room.
Yeah, I'll go.
Fiona's gonna go check.
It looks like the Basil, like android replicator appears to be broken.
Oh no.
Well, the Basil replicators broke. That's
Does it look
weird.
recent?
hey,
It looks.
Like, does
Um,
it look intentional, or does it look like it's just kind
Right.
of out of order kind of thing?
It looks like it's out of order. It doesn't look like an
Okay.
intentional thing.
Okay.
So yeah, can I, if it's just out of order, can I try to fix it with my hacking skill?
Yeah, sure.
We've taken
Um,
off, right? Like we've kind of.
Yeah, you're
okay.
you're already in the air. Basil at this point, kind of pokes their head in. Is something wrong?
Yeah, you're
Are you evil, Basil?
I'm not sure how to answer. I'm not evil.
Well,
I
we were told
do my
there's
work
a-
as intended.
We were told you were still with the group when these two had already died. You were still up and moving down there.
And your duplicator machine is broken.
Oh, that's a simple answer to that. I activated my duplicate ahead of time. After interfacing with Monarch, I figured it would be smart to have someone ready the ship to leave, especially last second. So I activated my sleep ahead of time.
That's
You
fair.
can do that?
But then deactivated your device after?
I deactivated myself when my task was done. I received a small signal when the memory chip was removed.
I mean your replicator.
Yes. I wanted to make sure that it didn't get messy if I happened to die down there, and then there would be two of me.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
Part of me is like insight check, but that's not a
Well,
thing in this game.
As long as you're not evil, Basil, then we're good.
Your safety is guaranteed under my watch.
Sure,
I
I'll
will
drink.
not do anything to harm you. I will not be drinking, no.
Alright, well, let's
All right,
get
it's
ready for a
Basil.
pleasant ride.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk over to Basil and I'm like, "You want your memory chip?"
Yes, I would like to see what I witnessed.
Okay. Is our protection still guaranteed if I give this back to you?
Always.
Okay.
All right. So Basil turns around and faces the camera away from you, fits in the memory chip, and very briefly, instead of the regular boot up sound, you hear like a radio static?
Mm-hmm.
And then Basil continues like normal.
Mm.
All right. Good job, everyone. It looks like we made it through with minor casualties. I'd say one each, except for you, Atlas. Congratulations.
I don't know if it was worth it.
Oh, we got what we needed, and more.
Yeah, Fiona just kind of pats her muscle-bound friend that she doesn't remember rescuing.
All right. And as the ship pulls out into the upper atmosphere, we zoom back down, back deep into the fathoms itself. You can see, we'll start up from the bottom, right? You go back through the submersible pod, you see a weakened and battered Monarch spider tank being consumed and ripped apart by hundreds and hundreds of androids. You see Basil is walking among them, petting the androids and just like watching them do their thing. And we cut back, and it's maybe a couple hours later, and Basil has walked into the pseudo-flesh farms and goes over to the place where the old android was. And you hear a sort of flickering like radio voice kind of cut through the static. Oh, I think you did a great job. Now, what was it that you wanted? You wanted this whole shebang, running the pseudo-flesh farms? Does seem like it's up your alley. Are you sure you're okay with leaving another you to handle things topside? Okay. Simple enough. I also don't mind having some eyes on the outside. There's plenty for us to do. Now go ahead and take your seats. We have work to get started on.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Ah. Yes,
Basil gets to hang out with
consequences.
the androids.
See,
The pseudo-flesh farm.
this is the best ending, the true ending.
Basil gets both endings.
I was so close. One more round.
So close. So close.
All right. So that marks the end of Nostrodamus Corp Radiant Descent. To give everyone some insight, because you all have your secret mission. Some of you are kind of already a little bit aware of what each one is, but I'll go through them because we didn't get to all of them, which makes sense, right? You were in a survival situation. You weren't in a completionist situation. Atlas, your secret mission was to find out what the Minotaur was in order to use it to destroy Monarch. You were able to destroy Monarch, so technically your secret mission is a like 50% success. You weren't able to figure out what Monarch was, or what Minotaur was.
The Minotaur was.
It is implied to be some sort of weapon. And that mystery will remain forever locked behind what we missed. Chayton, your secret mission, which you did not complete because of things beyond your control, was that you were to go to the Applied Technologies and find something that has basically an artifact that HR would like to get a hold of.
Oh no. HR.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't get that one.
Yeah.
I never trust HR.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
if we don't get this, like, I'm not super bummed out. We gotta go.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's pop open all the other ones. As you know, the very first mission that was completed was Basil's, which was turn on Monarch completely, which was an obvious success. Monarch was definitely turned on to full power.
I would say
Ash,
want that. I'm concerned.
Yours was to get a hold of an indoctrination text, a holy text of sorts, which you now have a hold of, and you can give to. You know what? Actually, I think your mission was HR. Chayton's mission was applied technologies.
Oh no, I completed the HR. Yeah, HR. is
Yeah,
nothing
you're
to
right.
the
You're saying
innovations.
Chayton's
no.
mission was applied technologies, which is the rival department to HR, which is why I read HR and thought it was HR. Yeah, so you were working for rival parts of Nostrodamus Corp, which Ash, you found the indoctrination text. Chayton,
Oh, I
you were
love
right.
that HR
Of the-
wanted an indoctrination text.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely no
I mean,
sinister
it
undertones
works
to
with
that.
my trinket. You know,
Yeah.
I have the pamphlet of the Relic of Flesh. That's like a holy text of
gosh.
sorts.
Oh, I got that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the book.
Yeah. So let's
The
see.
book of
Fiona,
Flesh.
you were supposed to save a middle management person, his brother, who was stuck in the Fathoms, which you did so. That's Greg. He was in the freezer in the 3rd level, which you were able to find. So yeah. Did I get everybody? Yeah, that's everybody's mission. So yeah, let's do a quick little debrief before we hit 10 o'clock and we wrap up for our finale. How's everybody feeling?
That was good. That was fun as hell.
That was good.
That was so fun and very
Thanks
stressful.
for running that, Ian.
That was very good.
Yeah, that last
Yeah.
this last session was stress. All stress. No breaks.
It's very
I get
good.
to go fight a storm giant with half health after this. My
Yeah.
character has half health, not the storm giant.
Better half health than 1 health and then spider death.
It's true.
Yeah, I have a
It's true.
backup.
That's what I
player.
say
It
every
gets
day.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day is a day we avoid death by spiders, and we should be proud of that.
I'm wearing a Spider Day shirt, so you know.
Oh,
heck
wearing a
yeah.
goblin shirt.
Very nice.
But yeah, it was a pleasure. There was definitely a bunch of different ways this could have ended up, depending on which AI you sided with, depending on like if you even made it out with the submersible, which if you
Yes.
didn't have replacement people, you would not have made it. Like simple as that. I think math-wise, you just wouldn't have made it. Like you would have had a really bad time and just had a little rough. I cut some corners with the combat just to make it run a little bit quicker.
Mhm.
You'll notice I ignored armor saves on both ends. So if you hit, you hit. If you missed, you missed.
Nice.
Just to make things go a little faster. That was an extended chase sequence where literally I would just roll from a random table to see what your complication was. Probably the longest chase sequence I've ever run. So that's cool.
We
I'm
did
getting a
not
lot
get
more
The good
inspired to do
room.
them thanks to Lucas. Yeah,
They're
and
fun,
number
yeah.
9, I will peel back the curtain. Number 9 was a room that offers a brief respite.
Oh my god.
Die. And we
Of
rolled
course
Number-
we didn't get.
Yeah,
Not a
number
single
1
one
was
of us.
just a tight space that would have slowed you down. It was nothing too scary. It was just something else
That
that would
also
have been a complication.
okay.
Yeah.
Comparably.
Yeah, the
'Cause
drone
that's gonna slow
atlases were
down
fun.
water interact too.
Yeah, the drone atlases were fun. They were after samples. But yeah. Any final thoughts, questions? I'm glad you all had fun. This was really fun to run.
I think it's really interesting seeing how this runs, especially in like a streamer setting. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did a fantastic job with this. It's so
Mhm.
much fun.
Yeah, you
I had
did.
a-
You did wonderful. I had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad the timing worked out because I was really worried if we got too deep in the weeds with combat, like it would take too long. But once I got rid of the armor saves, it was just like, oh well, you're in a life or death situation. You don't really have time to defend. You just got to go.
You'll find a
Right.
lot of
Yep.
that, especially like in the podcasting and streaming world, that you start going, we're moving this rule, we're moving this rule, we gotta make
Right.
this move.
Which I'm excited for 1.0 because they're streamlining combat and they're
Yes.
streamlining panic and stress rolls, which I figured since this was like the end of everything, unless
Mhm.
somebody get really like decimated, like horribly destroyed, I wasn't going to make you all roll panic checks because that would have just caused like a death spiral. Because you were making good
Yeah,
decisions.
fair
Like I
enough.
wasn't about to punish you for like making good decisions overall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had a really good time with it. This is the first time I've run something this like dungeon crawl style heavy, but I had a really
Yeah.
good time with it.
Yeah, I always find that my favorite part of dungeon crawls should be the escape or the leaving the dungeon. Because like it's one thing if like, oh, you're done, now you just crawl out and pick your way through the wreckage that you left behind you. But it's way more fun. It's like, no, the dungeon's huge. You're not done with it, but you need to get out now.
Yeah, no, you definitely
Um,
made the escape
This is
worthwhile.
yeah. Also, this is the first time I've done the dungeon crawl where we didn't just accidentally go immediately to where exactly what we needed was, then find the exact way in.
Well, there were a couple things. Silas offered you a way inside of the AI core,
Mhm.
which you would have been able to, if you fiddled around in there, possibly shut down any AI because you would have been in the actual core itself. But because you killed Silas, you didn't get a chance to get that information.
Hmm.
Silas.
Somebody expedited that.
Yeah,
Scalpel.
it's fine. It works out. Yeah, there was a lot of little things that could have gone in different directions. You missed an entire area where everyone is just set into groups of haves and have-nots as androids, and then programmed to think that Monarch is their god, just to like run through experiments based around like religion, I guess. So that was a really creepy space that you never really got to explore. And then you missed the Hell Floor, which is also very fun.
Hell floor.
It's called HEL. It is, I believe it stands for Human Emulation Labs. It is the one where 19 duplicate androids are like run through like some Hunger Game shit over and over and over and over again to create like the perfect super android AI.
I think we saw that on the map and actually purposely were like,
Yeah, maybe we don't go to hell. That was actually one of the things that I adjusted, because in the original printing, it's like, hey, this is meant to be child androids, but if you're not comfy with that, change it. Don't be an asshole. So I did change that. Those are just regular adult androids stuck in their horrible little Hunger Games situation.
For that to, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. You missed the nuclear warhead room.
Not a fun room.
Yeah, if things got
That
really
could've
bad,
ended
Monarch would have just
dangerous.
primed the nuclear warhead. Which you kind of sidestep by having Phaser take over, because Phaser is too attached to the idea of taking over to actually blow the thing up.
Nice.
So
it worked
yeah,
out for us in the end.
See,
We really did
plugging
get the
in
true
the
ending.
yeah.
yes, I say. See, plugging the mysterious AI core into Fizzle was a great idea.
It was a
Yeah,
great
like-
idea.
So to not put too fine a point on it, the way the game is designed is either you like solve the mystery, survive, or achieve your goal. Right? If you do one, you do the other. If you survive, you're not going to be able to solve the mystery or like undo the horrible thing. You'll usually just escape with your life, which is what you were able to do.
We
So-
got a lot of
Mostly.
our goals too.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
The life mechanic didn't play into it as much because things only really started to escalate later, but it does give me a fun narrative way to be like, oh, you survived, but you're missing like a good chunk of the experience.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Had a good time.
Yeah. So, Lucas, what's the plan for after Nostrodamus Corp Gradient Descent? What are we looking at?
Well, I have been speaking with Eve of Rise of Nyarlathotep fame, and she is working on a game that is potentially titled Magnum Opus. Now,
Nice.
the concept of the game is there is a very deadly research asset that may or may not have gotten loose, and there is some corporate goons that are going to go in and pick it up. And yeah, and Eve has a lot of great horror knowledge and monster knowledge. Also worked on horror monster movies, so she's got
whatever you think my horror, or I guess Lucas's horror, like wherever that scale lies, I'm fairly certain Eve is much higher. On
Eve's
the chart.
monster horror is going to
I'm
be
very excited
unreal. So
see what it looks
we
like.
we are in the midst of recruiting people for that at the moment, but we're looking to be starting it come February 28th.
Nice.
So look forward to that. That is going to be when we're starting it. We're also doing a casting call at the moment for a Ryutama game called The Timeless Journey that is run by none other than Xander.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I have to go
It's
put a
great.
dog in a
I'm
crate.
very
I'll be 2
excited.
seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and lead the shout outs and everything while Lucas gets ready for that, and I'll change the background to Gradient Descent. Yeah, my name is Ian. I've been your warden for this game of Mothership. 5 or 6 sessions strong. I forget the exact number, but good stuff. I was very excited to be able to run through a module that I've been like dying to run for a long time. You can find me on Twitter at Ian_Caliente, where I think mostly I've been like talking about Animorphs now. I'm reblogging other casting calls because if I see a casting call and it looks like a cool game idea, I'm like, oh, let's just throw my hat in the ring. Let's see what happens. So I've been doing a lot of that. Overall, like, yeah, just find me on Twitter. You can see me playing Weary tomorrow in Rise of Nyarlathotep for our 1-year anniversary special, where I imagine, due to the pictures and context Lucas has given, context is a charitable word, due to like the threats that Lucas has sent me, I'm very excited to see how it goes down for our 1-year anniversary, I'm assuming that like we're gonna have a little fourth wall break reality shenanigans. So
I
I'm
gave
excited for
great
that.
context. I posted the video of the chickens from that anime
Yeah.
that were flying to Ave Maria and getting shot by camera.
Yeah, it left me with less than I had before, which is very cool for a hint to leave me with less. Yeah, that's my deal. You can find me tomorrow. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on various podcasts as guest characters or as GMs, including Tempest Multi, which I'll let Brianna.
New
Jean
episode
talk
out
about.
Wednesday.
Yeah, new episode out Wednesday. So yeah, whoever wants to jump in next and do their little shout outs, please feel free.
So like Ian said, we're going to be having Rise of Nyarlathotep, which I DM. That's every Tuesday. We're doing a lot of giveaways lately, so come on by. We have some cool giveaways going on. Thanks to Roll20, they've been amazing and tossing some really cool stuff our way, so that's awesome. You can find me. I run the Ballad of the 7 Dice Twitter. That's at Ballad7Dice. And usually posting on there, lifting up other people's podcasts and stuff. I just want to give a quick shout out to my country. Hey, hi Canada. Glad most of you are on the same level that I am, but for the people who aren't, that are supporting a freedom convoy, well, go fuck yourselves, you racist bastards. Yeah, so just want to put that out there because I haven't really posted on social media about it because honestly, it's overwhelming and gross, but we don't support it. And yeah, I really hope that people can rethink their point of view, as difficult as that might be. On lighter news, I would love to put out some recommendations. We have Chasm Quest. As you saw, there was a trailer that went through in the beginning. We are going to be taking other podcasts where their trailers and logos that they send us. We're going to start trying to promote. So if you have a podcast yourself and you want us to promote it on our pre-show stuff that we have going on, send it our way. We could toss it up there, and we would love to absolutely promote other actual play and other podcasts that are in this awesome community, because when you lift up each other, that just makes the whole area great.
Yeah.
So I would like to recommend Chasm Quest. They are a very funny group. Their whole thing is traveling to the new lands, realizing that their kingdom kind of sucks. They're coming in trying to pull out the old colonialism card, and then shoving it back at the kingdom, and then ruining their plans. It's run by the Rowdy Boys. They even have their own secret handshake, which is amazing and involves licking each other's left nostril. It's pretty fantastic. Highly recommend the show. I have a lot of fun with it. They usually go in like season bursts and then have hiatus, so they're currently still on hiatus at the moment, so you can catch up pretty quick. So yeah, check out Chasm Quest. They're a lot of fun.
Very cool. Well, this has been wonderful, y'all. I'm Michaela, she, her. You can find me on Twitter as well at Metaphysical with 2 A's at the end. So METAPHYSICAAL. I'm pretty much same boat. I retweet a lot of small artists, art, TTRPG content, casting calls, all that fun stuff. And I'm trying to think, there was a Kickstarter I saw that I wanted to mention. Vitamin D&D. They're little pins. They're acrylic pins, and it is the character quest, and they're in little kind of like pill-shaped capsules, so you can get your vitamin D&D and pick your favorite class.
That's very
it's pretty
good.
cute. Yeah, they're just
I
about
love that.
yeah, they're hitting their stretch goals now, so I think they've got a few days left on that. It's very cute.
And I'm Brianna Jean, she, her. You can find me at Brianna Jeans on Twitter, where I hype up a lot of my fun stuff and talk about my countless creative projects of a wide variety of things. And you can catch my podcast stuff at Pseudonym Social. I've got Aboard the Apple Star and Tempest Multi. And I've also we're working on setting up casting interviews for Beyond the Crumbling Veil, a Call of Cthulhu podcast that I'm really excited about, because also I don't have to run it. I just get to help produce it, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And my shout out beyond just my own stuff is I've been binge listening to Lawful Great Adventures, and I'm very much enjoying it. So highly recommend. They just started their second campaign. So plenty of time, perfect time to just binge catch up.
Xander, you go.
Oh,
Brand
sorry, I was
Xander.
muted.
No, you're good.
Yeah, hi, I'm Xander D. Riley. You can find me on Twitter at Xander D. Riley. If you want to see all the cool podcasts I do, like Heartbeats, which is, super cute, totally not a horror show, super wholesome, very fun.
Right.
Or if you
absolutely.
want to hear me
Definitely
and my
horror.
best friend talk about Sailing Out Blue, and by talk about, I make my best friend since middle school read One Piece for the first time, and he has to recap it to me. But if you want to see like all the stuff I work on stuff, you can always visit my card site, which is xanderdriley.card with 2 R's.co. Which you can also find the link to that on my Twitter. And when am I running my cool Ryutama game?
Yeah, so right now we are doing casting calls. You can find casting calls. We've scattered them across Discord. It's on our Discord as well. We also have it posted on our Twitter. I'm probably going to put it on other social medias, but yeah, check out our Twitter and the casting call will be there. We're looking at running it on the 3rd Thursday of every month starting in April. So it's a once a month actual play. It will be going on the 21st is the first one, so the 21st of April. So it'll be come in for the first session. Should be an absolute blast because Xander has some amazing ideas. It'll be really silly, a lot more lighthearted than our usual horror shenanigans, which is great.
If you liked the Doctor in Ultramax, you're probably going to like the Timeless Journey, which will just be a bunch of those wonderful NPCs. But the fun part about Ryutama is that the world, the towns and stuff are created by the players collectively as we explore and travel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have like some stuff like kind of planned, but for the most part, I'm gonna let the players do all of the hard work. It'll be great.
It's going to be easy to catch up. So if you ever miss a session, you have a month to catch up, so it'll be no problem. Then you're hopping back in there with the fantastic tales coming through. And we'll also be uploading them to our YouTube, so you can also catch them there.
Very cool. Very nice.
So cool. Just so wholesome and so just super low-key horror.
Heartbeats?
Heartbeats? Yeah, we're just bringing Heartbeats over. Yeah.
I'm very excited. I really love Xander's DMing style, so this should be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. Go check out the cool projects that the people I do D&D with and Mothership with are working on. They're neat. Yeah.
They deserve the recognition.
All right. So, if we're ready, I want to thank everybody for coming along with me on this horror journey. I want to send my love and support to Shannon, who unfortunately couldn't be here, but is here in spirit and
Yes,
was able to
absolutely.
influence the plot through text messages between each other of like, hey, here's some cool things I want Basil to do. I was like, okay, I got some ideas. Let's go. So we got it all figured out. Thank you everyone for playing, and thank you everyone for stopping by and listening to us fight robot hell.
Thanks for running this.
And-
This was a lot of fun.
And we survived.
You did survive robot
technically,
hell.
right?
Yeah.
We could have used more of our lives and we didn't. So we did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, take care. I will see everybody as Weary on Tuesday, and in future games as somebody else. Who knows? Keep your eyes peeled.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for coming by, everyone.
Bye.